us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue, you get it right, but soon comes Mr. Night, creeping over. Now his hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky, so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
Don't cry, she'll be back tomorrow. Take back all the time you borrowed. I'm no longer afraid to tell you that I need you, and I wish that you would come back for more. Someone who cares for me. I need a cigarette, I just want to waste. I need a smaller bed.
So you know what we do? We do a little song here to get things started off. That's just how it goes on this particular little love in here tonight. Just being honest with you. There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heart of rolling winds could be turned away. Enchanted moments, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be streaming for you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. Well, it's enough for this wide-eyed streamer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. But it's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Oh yeah. Little Ellen. There's a time for everyone if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors, when the heart of this star-crossed voyager beats in times with yours. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. Well, it's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Well, it's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Let's go! Yo, what's good, yo? What's up? How's it going? Can you feel the love tonight? Right? Oh, let's turn the echo off. Yeah, that's not good. We don't want that right now. We don't need that. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. That was lovely. Thank you. That's how we always, for the new people that are here tonight, it's really nice to see you. We usually start off with a song. I was a theater kid, so I love to sing. It's like my favorite thing ever, singing. My daughter does it all the time. She's getting really good too. So, that's just something that we do. I think I messed my hair up. I done messed my hair up, guys. So I had to go pick up the little one right as I was about to go streaming, I got the call. I was like, I want to come home. And I was like, all right, I'm coming. Kids, kids always come first. Not unfortunately, but that's just how I am. I mean, I wouldn't stand for shit if I was putting streaming before my children. That would not probably go very well. So, the stream will go on. Yeah, Andrew recommended you to us, and that was awesome. Love that song. Love Andrew. Andrew Stone Rock's a great guy. Awesome dude. Awesome dude. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to talk about this because I'm trying to work some things out, but there's some things going on behind the scenes that may come to light one day. I don't know. It depends on what happens. So we'll just leave it that cryptically. Okay. Some of y'all, maybe the inner circle, I kind of chatted about it with, but for the most part, we're going to be doing some fun stuff. We do this is a variety stream, and I got to give credit to Phallic Weapon for giving me that. Oh, let's go, Daniel's Crew.
Chick Nugs approves this message.
At the Daniel's Crew super chatted $2. Made it here.
You did make it here. It's good to see you. I hope everything is going well with you. Great to see everybody. There's so many new names. So let's we also do something at the beginning of the stream that we call roll call. So let's go meet some new people.
Let's take a roll here. Jay Quellen. Where's Jay Quellen at? No Jay Quellen here? Yeah.
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay. So that's how it's gonna be.
That's how it's gonna be. All right. So good to see so many new names tonight. So of course, some of the familiar Timey Wimey 22 is here tonight. Always good to see you. Amber Dust is here. Hello, love the singing. Thank you, Amber. Happy to be here. Heart Mode Horror. I get theatrical. It's fun. Yeah, I always tell people that you'll never see someone start their stream coming in as hot as I do. Sometimes I take on some really crazy songs that I literally am out of breath and lose my voice for. Anytime I try to sing Stephen Perry or any kind of Journey. Anytime I try to do Freddie Mercury. And Teletion Shift is here. Good to see you. Yeah, shout out to Andrew Stone Rock. A lot of these people come from his community. It's great to see some new names, some new faces. The Sage Senpai is here. The Sage Senpai, good to see you. Of course, Phallic Weapon is my co-host. We'll bring her in just a second here. It's so nice to see some fresh faces. It really is. I love my regulars, though. And you're going to probably hear some weird things about me being a bottom. Just don't pay attention to it, okay? It's all rumors. We're Jira. Either the music is too loud or you aren't loud enough. I hope that I fixed it towards the end because I read your comment as I was singing and I was like, crap. So I'm trying a new thing with the sound because we've been getting, I've been having a lot of issues with some real airy backgrounds. And it almost ruined the stream that I did with Phallic on Monday. The one about Smart Schoolboy 9, if you guys are familiar with him. So they figured out who he was. So we did a whole stream about it. And unfortunately, the stream almost got ruined because there's so much airiness in the background. And I'm trying some new things to try to expedite the editing process a little bit. So this is, I tried doing a new thing with OBS, trying to set up filters and things like that to make it not like that.
Total badass. Chick Nugs
Heck yeah.
approves this message.
Sage Senpai subscribed to EG lately.
Thank you, Sage. I appreciate you. Welcome to the community. Cindy Hamlet 9743 is here. Nice to see you, Cindy. I feel like I've seen your name before in the chat. So while it is great to see you, I don't think this is a virgin one for you. I think I remember seeing you in here before. Kim Jacobs is in the house, just an absolute light of the room. Just always got such positive things to say. And of course, Maya Draco Lazalski, the fearless moderator. Also moderator for Scammer Payback. Almost 9 million subscribers. So I'm pretty excited. Let me check in and see if my co-host is here. Are you here, Miss Phallic Weapon? And she's probably not. I'll be the big spoon for you now, Sage. So she does double duty. So she'll be doing
Well, would
child
you look at
stuff
that?
while
Someone's
she's also
guilty of
trying
being
to
total
do the stream.
badass.
So she
Chick
disappears.
Nugs
Don't worry
approves
about it.
this message.
Well, also
At the
you were muted,
Daniels
so I
Crew
couldn't hear
super
what
chatted
just happened. You
$2.
didn't.
Melissa
But hi.
subscribed.
Melissa
Lol.
subscribed. Thank you, Melissa, for subscribing.
Also, Sage is a longtime friend of mine. He's good people. He streams on Twitch as well.
Who is?
Sage.
Sages. Okay, awesome, Sage. Welcome, welcome. A friend of Alex is a friend of mine. Unless she's in a sassy mood, then, you know, it's anybody's guess what goes on there.
Okay.
Is it just me? Like, do you sound a little muffled tonight?
Well, I was worried that the airiness and the audio issues were coming from my end.
No, they're not coming from your end. They're coming from my end. It's my mic
Okay,
was up.
okay.
Because everybody always says that you can't hear me. So I've been trying to turn it up, and I think that that was the problem, is that I turned it up too loud, and I forgot that there's some filters in OBS that I need to do in regards to the gain and stuff like that. So hopefully this is sounding a lot better. Hopefully you're not getting like the little sound that I was messing with earlier. But so far, it sounds pretty good on my end. I'm not hearing anything, so far it sounds pretty good. Phallic sounds like you've got her in a box. Yeah, I think that was something Phallic was trying over there.
I tried to fix it, but I hope
That's
it's
much
now.
better. That is much
Okay,
better.
okay.
All right, so I hope that that's not too loud, because I'm seeing, this isn't you, Phallic, this is just me seeing that the audio was peaking from the desktop, so I don't think that is a problem. Can you give me another check 1, check 2, please?
Check 1, check 2.
All right, you're perfect. In fact, I can probably how does it sound with the balance between me and Phallic? Are we about even for you guys? Sound wise? I wish I could just like mark all this stuff, which I probably could with a Sharpie. I could just mark it and go stream volume, video volume, because I use a whole different program to shoot my videos that I do, and then the sound is just completely different. So,
Well, would you look at
Phallic,
that? Someone's guilty of
Daniel's
being
crew, thank
total
you.
Badass. Chick Nugs approves this
Me
message.
That
Meeting
reminds me, I
Australian.
need
At the
to
Daniels Crew
share
super
this with you.
chatted $5. Had to hit the button for time he doubled.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, you had to hit the button. It's good stuff. Good stuff. That fixed it. Awesome. Yeah. So everybody should be sounding good. Everything should be great. Good. We did. We just finished our roll call. I'm supposed to be sharing this with Phallic, but it doesn't seem to be letting me hit share for some reason. Why is it not letting me share? Let me share my OBS camera with Phallic, please, for the love of God. There we go. Okay. Now she can see the stream. Hopefully she can hear me too, but she can hear me through the voice box too. So how's everybody doing? It's Wednesday night. The Epstein files are out, so that's interesting. There's always I love that they blacked out so many names in the Epstein files. It's like they put like just you're reading through them and it's just this is guy's retracted, this guy's redacted, this guy's redacted. Also, yeah, by the way, this guy's redacted. It's like, what's the point of even putting them out yet? You know, because if everybody's just safe. Anyway, Miss Phallic, are you still here?
I'm here.
Okay, what's going on? What's new with you? How's life?
Well, would you look at that?
I'm
Someone's
getting over
guilty
being
of being
sick,
total badass. Chick
So
Nugs
remember how I had
approves
to
this message.
babysit for the kiddos
At the
on Friday?
Daniels Crew super chatted
And,
$5. One more in
And that
case him
just
not
like
here
wrecked
later.
me and Jet for like a few days. And I'm getting over it now. It doesn't feel like I'm swallowing knives anymore.
Oh,
But
thank you, Daniel's crew. One more in case I'm not here later. I appreciate you so much. You're always so sweet. Friday nights, we also do a stream. But that's a little more laid back. We usually play like a game or something. Phallic is here for the beginning, and then she dips out to go hang out with cooler people. But you were sick on Monday while you were here?
yeah, my throat was like towards the end of the stream, my throat was absolutely wrecked.
Because you were a chatterbug on Monday.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just wondering, like, it's got to hurt a little bit.
It did. It did. And then I woke up on Tuesday and like my face was swollen and my throat.
Hell
like,
yeah,
I
this
couldn't
party
swallow
just keeps
properly,
getting
so-
better.
But
The
we're
more
better
the
now.
merrier.
And we've
Timey
got
Wimey
that
gifted at
green
Heart
lane,
Mod Horror
you
a
know,
membership.
NyQuil going.
Oh, check that out. Timey just gifted a membership to Heart Mode Horror. What are the odds a brand new person does it? Hopefully, before it used to be like Russian roulette, for who would get a membership, but that's cool that they just gave it to one of the people that are hanging out tonight. So we do this thing called Hot Topics. Do you got Hot Topics for us, Phallic, or do you need to take it easy tonight?
Hell yeah,
No,
this
I got
party
some
just
hot
keeps
topics.
getting
Let
better.
me pull
The
up
more the
my
merrier.
The
screen for
Daniels
you.
crew gifted at Pinky's Art and Music a membership.
Daniels crew, thank you so much. You're so generous. You always know when she's here because she's just dropping it like it's hot. All right, let's get ready for some Hot Topics. Thank you, guys. Very generous of y'all tonight.
Let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics.
Wake up. Nothing is out of context. I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am.
Do you hear that, Phallic? Did you hear what he just said?
I can't believe he just like said it live on air.
It's like he has no shame anymore.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
He's like, I'm a terrorist. You got me. Congratulations. And I'm like, okay. Hassan Piker, do your thing, son. Do your thing. Okay, I'm just bringing up Phallic's screen here because she does our Hot Topics. She's our news lady, our designated news lady on streams, just in case anybody's wondering.
And I try not to keep it inflammatory. I try to just do generic things. And then if you guys are interested in covering more spicy topics, we'll go into the Discord afterwards and I'll provide other informations. For example, we're not covering the Pam Bondi hearing today.
That was spicy. I saw some clips from that. Everybody was screaming
I
and
know.
yelling at each other.
I know. And so if you guys want to talk about it, I think I'm 3 hours in so far. I still have 2 more to go. But I'm more than happy to discuss that with you guys.
Yeah, we're working on getting Phallic like a an avatar that could represent her on stream, which will be cool. Amber Dust, welcome to the stream. I love it. You always could tell the people from the paranormal community because they always have like these these names that have to do with spiritual things. Very exciting.
Honestly, they're cool.
I
I
like
think
it.
they have the coolest names.
It's better than like Mr. Butterscotch 115 or something, you know? Like I like it. They're like Soul Reaper.
It's dope.
It is dope. It's very, very dope. Okay, Phallic, take us away with your hot topics.
So the last time we left off on Hot Topics, we kind of briefly touched on the Discord digital ID issue.
That's
Since then,
right.
they
Can you
have
give
re-
everybody a refresher real quick for those who weren't here? Hey, sweet.
Right. So Discord is rolling out a new
Hell yeah,
program
this party
for
just keeps getting better. The more
it's
the merrier.
called
At
Teams
Mad
by
Daddy
Default.
Moonshine became
That's
a lately.
their mandate. And there are a few different components to how it works. If you want to access content that should or needed to be viewed by adults only, I'm saying like maybe 18 plus. I know our server is 18 plus, but like we don't really post things like that.
It's just more for the content that we talk about. Also, thank you, Mad Daddy Moonshine, for the membership. Appreciate you guys. The members are the backbone of this channel. And yeah, I switch it up, man. Switch it up. Love to see it. Love to see it. So yeah, our server is 18 plus. That's not because we're in there posting like nudes or anything. It's just because we just don't feel like maybe 15 or 16-year-old and 17-year-olds really have business coming in and talking about some of the more adult aspects of the topics that we talk about.
Not that we don't appreciate them in stream, but
True. They can come watch the streams.
so for Discord, they announced that this Teen by Default program that they're going to be enacting on March 1st. And when Discord feels it's necessary to prompt a user to engage in that sort of activity, and this can include DMs, which is where grooming is most prevalent.
Yeah.
they might ask you for a digital face ID, so a face scan or biometric scan of your face, or they'll ask for a proof of a physical ID. And um, and I know that that has a lot of people upset because of privacy issues. And in addition, I think it was back in October, Discord was recently hacked. One of their third-party agents that does this sort of thing was hacked to leak the information of over 70,000 users. So this was their response after that kind of thing went down.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen. Oh, mhm.
No, go ahead. Continue. I was just agreeing with what you were saying.
We've seen some questions about our age assurance update, and we want to share more clarity. We know how important these issues are to our community. Here's what we want you to know. Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scan or upload an ID to Discord. The vast majority of people can continue using Discord exactly as they do today without ever being asked to confirm their age. You need to be an adult to access age-restricted experiences, such as age-restricted servers and channels, or to modify certain safety settings. For the majority of adult users, we will be able to confirm your age group using information we already have. We use age prediction to determine that with high confidence when a user is an adult. This allows many adults to access age-appropriate features without completing an explicit age check. When additional confirmation is required, we offer multiple privacy-forward options through trusted partners. Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never receive it. IDs are used to get your age only and then deleted. Discord only receives your age, that's it. Your identity is never associated with your account. We hope this helps to clarify some of your questions. This work is important because building a safer Discord requires a thoughtful approach alongside the communities who make Discord special.
Yeah,
And then
as Daniel Screw said, there's more drama on Roblox. I completely probably agree with that because that's like a lot of adults play Roblox, which I think was an unintended consequence of like the game just being kind of fun and parents getting on with their kids and stuff. And there is a lot of crazy right now. It's just, I can understand why Discord is doing this. I do feel like a lot of people may feel like this is violating some sort of their privacy, but you know, at the same time, like I think that it's really just a stress to try to like keep kids safe that are using it, because it's hard to tell which people are kids. And you know, you had the whole Mr. Beast thing that happened, even though that was kind of on Telegram, but it is a place where adults and kids do tend to cross over. And this is the reason also that we made our Discord 18 plus. It's not that we don't think the kids can control themselves. We're actually more worried about having to like monitor adults. And you know, you just never know. Like none of my regulars would I ever feel any kind of worry about, or people who are very active in the Discord. But you just never know what's going on in someone's life behind closed doors. And I think that that's something that, you know, Discord might be trying to do with this, at least. Predators on everything. Like what Discord is doing looks like a good start to me. And then you know what? I know a lot of people are upset about it, but you gotta start somewhere, right? You may continue, Fal.
Yeah, I'm not really going to get into the frequently asked questions because it kind of just reiterates a lot of what's they laid out here. I think it's a very nuanced topic because at the same time that companies are protecting themselves from getting sued, well, that's what I believe Discord is doing. Mm-hmm. I believe that parents really need to step up and monitor, like more education needs to be put out, perhaps even by the First Lady, because she has like her Be Best campaign. She has a lot of initiatives that seem to be geared towards children and anti-bullying, cyberbullying in particular. And
the First Lady of the United States?
Yes, Melania Trump.
Ah.
I would love to see her put out something that kind of maybe like educates parents on the dangers of their kids being online, because I think it's so natural. I mean, the way you and I grew up, EG, is way different than
oh my god, chat age sex location in the chat of America Online, and then you would talk to God knows who. You know, I
Right.
can't imagine how many times I was probably sitting there as a kid talking to a full-grown man that was like just trying to act like there was a girlfriend for me or something, you know? That was a way different time. But back then, it was actually pretty taboo to plan a meetup with someone online. It wasn't some
Yeah.
like if you met someone online through dating, everybody's like, "Oh, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna kidnap you." Now it's like very normal. It's actually more strange to try to take someone on a date through like traditional means now. People find that weird. As is it so crazy when you think of that flip flop that happened between when we were growing up compared to now.
Yeah, it's just so very different. And I just I while I can see the issue and the concern for parents, that's why I was saying maybe it comes from the first lady, maybe it comes from your local representatives, educating people about keeping your children safe online. I know I'm not going to have an issue with that because I'm already paranoid enough to begin with. But you really need to communicate with your kids about, hey, if you feel something's wrong, maybe come to me. Let me look at it. I'm not going to judge you or anything like that. You're not going to get in trouble for what somebody else is doing. And, you know, there's a right way to be online and there is an incorrect way to be online, especially as a child.
Absolutely.
So,
And we were actually, fun fact, we were talking about MySpace, I think it was like a week or two ago, and how we were talking about how much better it was because you would go on and then you could just have your song come on. You had like your theme song for the page. So as soon as someone would come to it, your song would just slap in, and then it had all the stuff about you. You could design the whole theme of it. Like, I don't know, it was just so much better than Facebook and X and all this stuff that's very uniform. Like, MySpace was like my space. It was like coming into my online bedroom, and I loved it. And it's crazy to me that out of all the ideas, maybe MySpace was ahead of its time, I think. Because, like, if MySpace came out now and was doing the stuff that they were doing back then, I think it would be more popular. But now you'd have to get, like, all the copyrights for all the songs and stuff. But what does MySpace, like, do now? It's mainly music based, right? Because MySpace still exists. I don't know. Has anybody been on it?
I have no idea. I haven't been on it.
When I was in a band in my emo days, when I was like touring with my bands and stuff, we were on MySpace, and that was like where we were big at. It was on MySpace. That's where we talked to like all the fans and stuff. And but I'm pretty sure that most of our audience was like bought it, you know, because I think like one of the guys in my band used to pay a guy to like run up the sub count, because we had like almost like 1 million people on there. There were fans of the band. So then these people from other countries would find us, and they just thought like, oh, these people must be famous. Look how many followers they have. We were like the top unsigned band in New Jersey for a while. And, but you know, and I talked to people from all over the world. Like, one of my jobs was just to answer inboxes, you know, because I guess my co-bandmate did not feel like doing that anymore. So when I got into the band and became like the singer of the band, I just had to sit there and just answer like fan mail, and it was pretty weird. But Australia and Japan seemed to be like the two big places that we were like the most popular, and obviously like New Jersey, because you know you're always popular in your local town. But MySpace, bring it back, make it cool again. We need to take a break from Facebook. You know. What else you got for us, dear?
All right. And then also in other Discord news, I saw this pop up, and this is just if you're having trouble with optimizing Discord on your computer, this is just helpful information through the discord.exe. My dear Discord, your app will boost its priority in real time and will cause high frame rate fluctuations in CS2. Forcing its priority will always forcing its priority to always normal with process lasso will drop the frame rate into normal issues. And there is a solution for it. you just go to your active processes, the CPU priority, go to always, hit normal, and you're going to have to do this multiple times depending on how many discords you have running on your computer.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to probably need to pay attention on how to do that at some point. Of course, Daniel's Crew, I'll give you my autograph. You know what used to be one of the coolest things is when I did, like, play, and I was, like, the main character of the show. Like, I would get asked to do autographs afterwards, and it was so cool to do that in, like, front of my daughter. Like, I just felt like I was the shit, even though, like, I knew that, like, nobody... Like, it was worthless, basically. But it always felt cool. And, you know, seeing your daughter sit there and look at you while you're signing autographs is pretty awesome. Because, you know, people just... for that night, when you're playing, like, Jesus and Jesus Christ Superstar, like, for that night alone, you're like a star, you know? And then after that, everybody forgets about you. But it was pretty cool, you know? It was like... I think it's the main reason why, like, my daughter is so in the theater now. Is because she got to see that, you know? Anyway, back over to News with Phallic.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, just like a side bit of news, my son is going to be participating in his first school dance.
Oh.
So they're hosting like a little dance night where each class does their performances.
You're gonna have to beat the girls off with a stick.
Oh, I know, he's so cute. And then in a little bit of disheartening news, but I would like to, as I always do, I don't know if you guys follow, I believe his name is Ryan Macbeth on YouTube. He is an ex-CIA intel agent. He was, I believe, in charge of getting intel on foreign drones. He always tries to cover misinformation on things that are happening on the internet and how foreign agencies use this misinformation through means of Facebook, Twitter, and the like to kind of stir up agitation between us. This doesn't involve America directly, it does involve Canada. And already we see a lot of misinformation about the shooter getting spread. So, but for what I'm going to cover right now is the situation in Tumbler Ridge.
Also, we have to talk about James Vanderbeek dying.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear about that. I've been watching the Pam Bondi hearing most of the day.
Yeah, Dawson from Dawson's Creek passed away, colon cancer. Incredibly sad.
Man, he was so handsome too.
I know. And he was only 8 years older than me, and I'm like, I need to go get a colonoscopy. Because that's what took out Chadwick Boseman too. You know, because colon cancer is one of those things that you don't realize you have until it's like too late, and by then it's already like ravaged your body. Why it's so scary.
That's awful.
Anyway.
Yeah. Also
more lighter news.
On to more awful news, actually.
Yeah. So here's some more awful news for you.
As of 2 hours ago, in regards to the Tumbler Ridge shootings, we have a closing summary. This is from The Guardian. Earlier today, the Canadian Prime Minister, Mark Carney, told the remote British Columbia community that all of Canada stands with you in an address to Parliament that followed a minute silence in memory of the victims of one of the country's deadliest mass shootings.
Not typically something you see in Canada.
No,
because guns are very tight-lipped up there, so it's crazy to that you would hear about something like that.
Yeah. In the days ahead, there will be important questions and difficult conversations to have, Carney said, but for now, it's time for grieving and remembrance. There's a brief recap of what we learned from police today about the victims, the suspect, and how the country's worst mass shooting in decades came to pass. It's crazy that 9 dead is their worst shooting.
Yeah, that's like a Monday for us. You know, it's just really sad when you think about it.
It really is.
But I think it's all direct of... See, I know that everybody wants to blame the guns, but I do think that it's more of a result of mental health and social media, really, too. As I think is a big play in this, because people are so mean on social media. Hey, New Moon. People are, like, so incredibly mean. It's insane to me how someone can just like come onto a page where they don't know who you are, and just because, like, okay, so here's an example. I post a year ago, right? I posted a short about Cyrax like pooping himself, and it's a really funny little short that I made. And all of a sudden, it randomly like got picked up by the algorithm this past 2 weeks and has been circulating. And all the comments are, dude, this happened a year ago, like catch up, or this guy's just looking for clout. This is a year old. I made it a year old because I say a couple days ago that Cyrax did this, and people were being so friggin' mean. So I had to literally go and pin a comment that was just like, guys, I made this a year ago. I don't know why the algorithm randomly picked it up. So before you all start like attacking me and calling me a grifter or whatever, like, you know, like chill out. So, but that's like that, you know, that's what people are doing to a complete stranger who simply made a video about Cyrax pooping himself. Imagine how they treat people who are like against them on like more deeper topics. You know, it's insane to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's also a part of like how people get radicalized online and are encouraged to do these sorts of things.
I think that's a good point.
Police revised the death toll down to 9 people, including the suspect, after a female victim with significant injuries survived. She remains in critical condition. A 39-year-old found deceased at the suspect's family's residence was the mother of the suspect, and the 11-year-old victim was the suspect's stepbrother. The deaths at the private residence occurred first before the suspect went to the high school. Police were called to the home after they had been called to the school by a female youth who is related to the suspect and the victims. Those killed at the school were a 39-year-old teacher, 3 12-year-old female students, and 2 male students. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying because that's like my daughter's age. Like,
yeah,
that would, I don't know what I would do, honestly. But it kind of just goes to show you just like how these people can be like radicalized, or I think that I don't know. I don't even want to really like think about the pain that those poor parents are going through. It doesn't matter where this happens. It all hurts. You're not, as a parent, you're not supposed to like bury your kids. It's just not something that we're like ever expected to do. Yeah, different opinions, not allowed. Not here. No siree, Bob. Go ahead, pal.
And also just to broach on that topic is you send your kids to school, you expect them to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And also 2 male students aged 12 and 13. One victim was found in the stairwell, and the others were located in the school's library.
Just cowardice. Cowardice is what it is. Anybody who wants to go to a school, you are a coward. You are the lowest of low, human scum.
2 firearms were recovered at the scene, a long gun and a modified handgun. Police are still working to determine their origins and the role in the incident. The suspect had a firearms license that had expired in 2024 and did not currently have any firearms registered to her. The suspect had dropped out of Tumbler Ridge Secondary School about 4 years ago and was not currently a student there. There is no information at this point to suggest that any of the victims in the school were specifically targeted. No, because these cowards just shoot indiscriminately.
Yeah, it's like he remembers a bad time that he had at the school and then goes and takes it out on them. And for all he knows, he shot someone who also is being treated badly at the school like he was. Like, I'll be the first to admit, kids are mean as hell. Like, you know, like, I hear it from my daughter sometimes tells me about some of the stuff that goes on, and kids are just so mean. Now, I can't imagine, though, like, at this point, like, in my life, I'm not affected by what happened to me in high school at all anymore, you know? Like, I've gone on, I've moved on in life, like, there's still, though, I'm sure that everybody knows someone like this, that, like, people who are adults but still, like, hyper-obsess over what life was like in high school, even if they're, like, close to 40. Because, like...
Yeah, they peaked.
Yeah, they peaked, exactly.
An incident happened in Canada yesterday.
And And so just continuing on. Police had attended the suspect's family's residence on multiple occasions over the past several years, dealing with mental health concerns of the suspect. So he was probably on their radar.
Yeah.
This included one police attendance to the home approximately 2 years ago where firearms were seized under the criminal code. The lawful owner of those firearms petitioned for them to be returned, and they were. The suspect was born as a biological male who had started transitioning about 6 years ago and identified in public and on social media as female.
Now you know the red pillars are gonna have a field day with that.
It has been a trend if we're looking at the past few mass shootings that made media in American news.
Yeah, let's look at what happened with Mr. Kirk himself. You know, like
Yes.
even though that person wasn't trans, their boyfriend or their partner was, their girlfriend, and it's the whole it's the radical verbiage, regardless of whatever side you fall on politically. Like, I think everybody can agree that we need to like take a step back a little bit and kind of just be like, let's just start being decent to one another, right? Like, and maybe have a conversation before we all start pulling out our weapons. But I feel like most of these people are so mentally gone that there is no reasoning with them, you know?
Yeah. The suspect is believed to have acted alone, and police don't yet have an idea as to what the suspect's motive is. So before, and I would encourage, let me see if I can pull this up and bring it in here. Before you come home, you can see the nursery rhymes I play for my son.
Aw. Little bit of positivity in there. So. Life's not that bad, son. Enjoy these nursery rhymes because when you grow up, it sucks.
No, he's going to be very well balanced. As much as I can hope for.
Yeah.
But it's very important when we hear such devastating news or sensational media that we just take a step back and just start to think critically. A lot of your emotional neurons can get activated when you hear like certain buzzwords, and that's why I really kind of want to share this quick YouTube short at the end of that, and then we'll be done with hot topics. You guys don't have to hear from me too much,
and then we can get into some more uplifting stuff like people getting arrested. Yeah. That's a little. We need to watch some wild people do some dumb shit, make ourselves feel better.
Right, but he does kind of, like I said, he is a past intel officer for the government. He used to do this stuff for the military, and I do believe he has a lot of solid opinions on how this kind of narrative is used by foreign assets who want to dismantle democracy.
Okay.
So, it's not too long, and I'll just play it right now.
An incident happened in Canada yesterday. I can't exactly say what the incident was because YouTube loves to crush people when they talk about current events, but I want to talk about misinformation surrounding this event. According to my software, certain narratives surrounding this event have up to 20% inauthentic profiles. So this means if you are arguing with somebody online regarding these events, you have a 20% chance that you're not talking to an authentic actor. And this is just on X. This is just what I have the data for now. And this is an interesting way to track how far
I believe it.
Actors try to influence us. Because there are people in the information warfare space who don't consider transgender people to be human beings. And they know it is an issue that will get people to comment. So whether this person who engaged in this event is transgender or not, they know it can be used to get clicks and views. And the foreign actors will ride on the coattails of that. So be very careful out there. Listen, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police are really good at what they do. I have been to Canada before to brief these guys. They're highly professional. So listen to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, not people on Twitter who are trying to make you angry. An incident happened.
I mean, I think that's everywhere, though. I think rage bait is way more effective than, like, you know, either an uplifting story or like a story that'll like really make you think. That's why I've always kind of like tailored my content towards being truthful, honest, and like with, I guess, some sort of virtue, you know, like a mild amount of virtue. Because it's just everywhere you go, it's just lies, 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 or I'm gonna piss you off. You're gonna see how angry I can get, you know, your dad tonight when I talk about the trans kid in the girls' bathroom. Like, you know, like, it's just, I don't know. It's getting to a point where it's like insane. But see, here's my honest opinion, is I don't think that like platforms like YouTube or Twitch are gonna ever do anything about it. Because at the end of the day, that's where their money comes from, right? If people are watching someone rage bait them for an hour, that's a lot of ad revenue, you know? So, unfortunately, it's just the way it's going to be. So, the only thing you can really do is just try your best to just know better, right? And I think that we do a good job of that here, is trying to, like, know better about what's actually happening in the world. And if you don't know, ask. You know? It's not too... You never be ashamed to want to learn more about something. And if you're around someone who makes fun of you for not knowing something specific, then that person's an easy, you know, cutoff. You're like, oh, okay, that guy's a piece of shit, or that girl's a piece of crap. You know, you should never be ashamed to ask questions about anything, regardless of whatever it is, because that's the only way you know, right? Now you just got to double check. Although this is like the first time in history, I think, that we have unlimited resources at our fingertips with this thing right here, our phone. Like, this thing is like a gate to the world. But the problem with this is also it's a gate to a lot of misinformation. So you just have to train yourself on how to identify which ones are right, which ones are wrong. Like, if something's making you super, super mad, take a step back and go, why am I... First off, ask yourself, why are you so pissed? I do this all the time. Like, if I find myself, like, getting really, really pissed off about something, I'll stop and be like, all right, why am I getting angry? And then I can kind of, like, almost reverse engineer myself back to, like, a calm state, because I realize that whatever I'm angry about is so silly. Like, I remember I used to get super mad if someone at work started mowing my area's grass. Like, that's supposed to be my job. What are you doing over there? And then I'm like, why am I getting mad? First off, they're doing my job, so that's just one less thing I gotta do. So it's just like little things like that you could do to walk yourself back and kind of relax a little bit, you know, get your blood pressure down, realize that everything's not so bad. Everybody's out there trying to do the best they can. At least most people are out there trying to do the best they can. So, you know, just do the best you can with whatever it is you're doing. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's important. You'll be able to put your head on your pillow at night and fall asleep saying, I did the best that I can today. And that's really all anybody could ever ask of you, you know? So, and if that doesn't make you feel better, we'll watch some people whose days are going way worse. Way worse. Sage says, rage baiting is essentially just the new name for something that has always been a tool in the media, but now the public has access to the means of spreading information just as well. Well said, Sage. You're so right. Right? News organizations always do what they can. Like, that's why they always report on murders, or they report on just negative news after negative news story. And it all comes down to the fact that nobody, like, I remember there was, I forget, I think maybe I was talking to Nerd City about this actually, but he said there was a guy who once like did a show, like a news show that was just all good news. Like, bless that guy's heart, but it failed pretty fast, right? Because at the end of the day, most people don't want to just hear good news all day. That's human nature, like, just argues that with who we are as people. We don't want to do that constantly. We want to be able to, I don't know. That's why we like horror movies, right? That's why we like paranormal stuff. That's why we like dark, morbid curiosities, because those are the things that get us in touch with our morality, right? You sit down and you watch a horror movie, you're like, wow, I know I'm sitting in bed and feel completely safe, but I'm glad I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? So It's just like one of those things that self-talk is good. If you ever see somebody talking to themselves, they're probably okay. They're probably like I know we always like kind of like classify it as like weird, but at the end of the day, it's like actually very healthy for you to talk to yourself. And usually those people tend to be more grounded because they coach themselves. I do it to myself all the time, talk to myself. Like if I'm like, come on, EG, get it together, brother, get it together, and it just ends up helping me do stuff.
Well, would you look at that?
Daniel's
Someone's
crew.
guilty of being a total badass. Chick Nugs approves this message.
At the Daniels Crew super chatted $2. No, I do not, EG.
Yes, you do. I've seen you talk to yourself, Daniel's crew. It's okay. We love you anyway. Anyway, that's Hot Topics. Big shout out to Phallic Weapon. Crushing it. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, or is that it? Oh, wait. You know what? I just want to show you, before I cue the thing again. Let me show you guys real quick. Let's talk Vanderbeek real quick. So James Vanderbeek, very famous guy, was very popular in Dawson's Creek. You guys remember that show? Unfortunately passed away. He was a very handsome fella. He was in Varsity Blues. Oh, I hit my vibe music off. I got too many keyboards. I'm putting in Dawson's Creek now. James Vander. I don't think they'll tell us Dawson Creek died, but Dawson from Dawson Creek died. So it looks like here we go, back over to the reaction. No off season here. So Dawson Creek star James Vanderbeek dies at 48 after colorectal cancer battle. So last of the bad news. And it was a great show. You're so right. It was like he would sneak in Joey's window, right? And they didn't drive cars around. They drove boats, which I thought was so sick. But it says James Vanderbeek, the actor known best for embodying those formative, angsty teenage years in Dawson's Creek and Varsity Blues, has died following diagnosis with colorectal cancer. He was 48. Vanderbeek's February 11th death, which was literally today, was announced with a post on the actor's official Instagram page. Wednesday, our beloved James Vanderbeek passed away peacefully this morning. A caption of the photo of the actor read, "He met his final days with courage, faith, and grace. There is much to share regarding his wishes, love for humanity, and sacredness of time. Those days will come." The post also shared with his wife. Kimberly's Instagram said, "For now, we ask for peace, privacy as we grieve our loving husband, father, son, and brother, and friend." A representative for the actor confirmed the news to USA Today, shared on an official GoFundMe. But there he is. He was devilishly handsome. Most of us wanted to look like James Vanderbeek at some point. I don't want to go too far into details, but we are in the midst of doing treatment for cancer, and it hits home. The sooner you catch it, best case, you can take care of yourself for your family. And that's why, again, colonoscopies aren't sexy, right? They shove a tube up your, and you can't eat for like a day, and it's messed up. But if we all regularly got colonoscopies, they probably could have caught his cancer early. So Daniel's crew's absolutely right. The best way to beat cancer is to catch it early. So I know I need to go do one. They say you're supposed to start doing them at 40 because it killed Chadwick Boseman. It just killed James Vanderbeek. And again, like I'm imagining most of these guys probably felt pretty darn healthy, get one every single friggin' year. Yeah, I'm sure these guys felt pretty healthy, and then next thing you know, they might be at stage 3, stage 4 cancer, like battling for their life. So just be safe. Take care of yourself. Is really, at the end of the day, that's all you can really do, is just try to do what you can do to try to take care of yourself. So, anyway, that's Hot Topics.
So let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics.
Wake up. Nothing was out of context. I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am.
Holy shit, Phallic, did you hear what he just said?
I mean, he can't believe he said it again. He doubled down.
I mean, he's double the terrorist. Double your pleasure, double your fun. That's what happens when you are a fan of martyrdom. Not bad for on the fly song there, right? It rhymed.
No, you're great, EG.
Yeah, it rhymed. What more do you want? What more do you want from me, woman? It rhymed.
I'm so sorry.
I can tell you're struggling tonight. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad y'all were referred to in my direction. This is great. Thank you, Heart Mode Horror. We love seeing new names. So big shout out. And I hope that some of my chat will return the favor and go check out Andrew Stonerock. Not just Sweet, because we know that she's a fan of him. But I hope that the chat will take time when they see him live and go pop in and just say, hey, I'm from EG's community. Happy to be here to support you guys. Thank you guys for supporting us. That's how this all works, right? A rising tide raises all ships, right? Until I could get Phallic on here to show off her boobies, like we're kind of hands tied right now with our personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's not going to be my boobies. It'll be an avatar.
I was just,
and I do have to wait on the artist. I'm sorry for interrupting. I do have to wait on the artist for that. So that's not really on my time schedule.
No, I get it. And I'm excited for your unveil and everything like that. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But, I thrown out the booby idea. You never know. You never know. Maybe you're like, you know what? I'm down. Let's go. Let's get some money. But, she a mom. I get it. I get it. Helping friends make friends. Damn right. Damn right. And we love it. We love every second of it. So, what are we in the mood for today? Some body cam stuff? You want to do some murder mystery? You guys want to watch some people make some fools of themselves? You want to watch some people you want to watch Cops? We can watch some old vintage Cops episodes. Actually, I don't know if they'll let me do that. They might shut me down if I try that. But
I do have a recommendation if you're down for it. It involves the Natalie Guthrie case we discussed Monday.
Oh, the Guthrie case. The kidnapping. What you
and
got?
This is from a sheriff and his wife. I can send it to you. You can kind of like look at it if you want. But
Yeah,
there's
let me take a
been
peek.
that they were able. Okay.
I saw the Ring doorbell camera of yeah, but that's what we like to watch over here is like cops and friggin' I mean, we're like, thank you to Phallic for calling me a variety streamer because I never knew really what to call myself, but variety streamer is exactly what defines me. And that's just because my ADHD cannot be tamed. Like, and I always have a different interest every week. And I think if I really like nailed myself down to one niche, I don't think that I would ever be able to like truly have as much fun on here as I could. So if I just start off as a variety streamer, I'm just going to keep doing it. But that's fun though too, because then some days we do talk about paranormal stuff. Like Sweet's always giving us paranormal things that are going on. Like we did the whole thing on the Conjuring house. We also did, we do drama, true crime. We do silly things. So I have ADHD. I have a bro with ADHD. Trust me. Yeah. You'll know when I'm ADHDing because it'll just be like squirrel. And then you'll know that I've crossed the threshold and there's no coming back. No coming back. Let me know when you send that over, Fally Fowl, and I'll take a look at it.
I sent it to Lately Racing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me take a look over there then. Let's see here what we got. What do we got here? New footage released. Nancy Guthrie. Lamb investigations. How long is this? 19 minutes. Okay. Oh my God. I'm talking like them, and I just looked at them, and they are definitely Christians. No doubt about that one.
He's the sheriff for Pontiff County in Arizona.
Oh, so he's like familiar. Is that where that happened in Arizona? Or is he just like gonna share like his experience with with stuff?
Well, him and his wife do private investigation.
Oh, okay. So was he like investigating this himself?
hmm it's a smaller channel right now, but
Yeah,
I really like that
15,000.
they have. I really like that they have a background in him being a sheriff and her doing the PI work. I think that it provides a very unique perspective on like the footage that we're seeing. I think, rather than just like some YouTuber commenting on it, it's like an actual person in law enforcement.
Yeah, no, I definitely think they have more credibility. My idea is like, do we want to do that or do we want to do something a little more action packed? You know what I'm saying? Let's let the chat decide. If you guys want to watch like something true crime related, whether body cam or you know, crazy murder investigation or cops, type of one in the chat. If you guys want to watch the true
I've got
crime
tons
Nancy
of
Guthrie thing with the investigators, the PIs, put a 2. Put a 2 in the chat. Let's give the people what they want. But it's anybody's guess. It's anybody's guess right now. It's a race. It's a race. It does take a couple minutes for the chat to actually, from the words of my, of course, I forgot. Nobody pays attention to this, these instructions. You guys just put, I knew somebody was going to put a dang 3. I knew it.
Well, would you look at that? Someone's guilty of being a total badass.
Oh,
Chick
snap.
Dugs approves this message.
At the Daniels Crew Super Chatted $2, I need some action type 1 all day.
Okay, so Daniel Cruz says she needs some action. A little more conversation, a little more action, please. All this satisfaction and imagining me. I don't think that's the words. Nancy Guthrie, only if it's not the same stuff over and over. That's my one fear. So they did release footage, so we probably could at least show that part. Like we could show the doorbell stuff. And then we'll jump into something with a little more action. Because I do want to see, because I don't think we've seen the doorbell stuff yet. So let me see where it's at in this video. Because they do they show it or do they just talk about it? Because the thing that's hard is when you watch two people just talk, you're basically having to wait to chime in. And that's my only concern.
Well, she's not a chatty Cathy as much. I think the video is only 19 minutes, but I do have other body cams if you guys want like DUIs or something like that.
You guys feeling some DUIs? You feeling some murder? What you want? Some like privileged Nancy's, some Karens? We got you covered. All right, so this is the part where they're talking about the footage from the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. So we can take a look at this real quick and see what they have to say about this. And I think that just kind of makes it a little easier because we just get like instant idea and get their speculation on it. Carlos was the guy's first name. Oh, wait, they arrested someone. Interesting.
Because it's very dark. Somebody, I think, had to have known where the camera was. Somebody had to have known that she was going to be there. Maybe they didn't. But a lot of it just feels very familiar to me. And this is kind of corroborated today with the videos and the images that have been released. And we're going to have Dayton put them into this video so you can watch them as we're talking, see the videos, see the facial. Anything strike you from these?
Well, I think they're going to be able to figure out who it is.
Yeah, the eyes.
First of all, they show the eyes. And we all know that your irises are the most unique thing about you. They're more accurate of telling people apart than a fingerprint.
Look at the eyebrows.
So they're going to be able to scan these irises, hopefully, even though some of them are a little, flashed out. But they would have to be in the system to have record of their irises. But at least it's something to go on. And at least if it's something they're checking for people that they're talking to, maybe it's something they could get a picture of their iris and compare. I feel like that's going to be pretty important.
I mean, I do think that helps in showing that maybe it's not as suspicious as we once thought. Again, I don't think Savannah, I want to be very clear, I don't think Savannah Guthrie has anything to do with her mom's kidnapping. That girl is already on top of the world. Why would she risk that, you know? So, but I think they're right. That's the first thing I pointed out. If you could see someone's eyes, like if I kidnapped someone and y'all saw my eyes, I feel like most of you would be able to be like, E.G., what are you doing? You know? What about you, Falak?
Yes, I believe that there's a lot to be like, even though he's wearing a ski mask, I think that there are a lot of clues. I don't know if you got to the point because I didn't see the video in the Discord.
My
Oh
bad.
no, it's popping up. Why didn't it give me the audio for it?
Yeah, for some reason it just doesn't give you the audio for
sometimes
that, unless
yeah.
I share it
That's
from
fine.
the other account.
But I've already watched the video, so I know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That they also discuss like how you can determine height, like, or an approximate height based off of that Ring camera footage with,
True.
like, you know, the scale from the background and those kinds of things. So there's a lot of information to be gleaned, and I'm not saying that her daughter had anything to do with it. From the pictures we've seen, she was much loved by her family. But like with the dentist case, this does feel very personal.
Yeah.
And
what did we learn from that dentist case, right? That if it feels personal, it usually is. We nailed that right on the head too. Yeah. With the dentist one, we called that. It was the ex-husband. But I think the cops probably knew that like before we even said anything. Because that's like always, it's either the current husband, but she was already dead, or it was the ex-husband. But typically a spouse is always the number one person involved. So his 5'8" height,
and that's what I think makes this case.
And he has glowing eyes. I think that was just the way that the Ring camera doorbell looked. Go ahead, Falak.
Yeah. I mean, and also like investigators will withhold information, you know, during an active investigation, especially so close to the crime, just to protect and keep the integrity of the investigation going.
Yeah. I'm surprised Long Crime. I'm not shocked to see Long Crime all over this. They probably covered the same. If you guys ever watch Long Crime, you're going to watch the same video 30 times with just one new piece of information added at the end. That's their secret. That's how they pump out content. They'll cover everything up until that point, and then they'll just add whatever the new piece of information is. That's why we stopped kind of going to Long Crime for stuff, unless we're going to make fun of the guy's hairs. Because, you know, we got to do that. I'm also psychic, in case you didn't know. Oh, damn. Daniel's crew all over the place tonight with the treats. All right, so did we figure out? Okay, I think that most people hinted towards they wanted something action-packed. So
I did send 2 additional links to you.
Okay. Let's take a look real quick before I check out the links and see what is new that is dropped from Iwu. A 6-year-old leads to her secret prison. Okay, I think so Iwu hasn't posted anything in a minute. Who was the Midwest, right? That's another one. Hang on, let me see what you sent me real quick. Let me take a look here. You know what? They always make the boobs of the thumbnail big. Do you ever notice that? Even if we see this video, this girl's boobs probably are half as big, but they inflate them for the thumbnail, just so they get like simps to grab it. When the nurses had enough. And this is what happens when you're never told no as a child. I think I've seen this one with this girl before. Right? Isn't she like in prison and she's talking to the guys and they're like like she was like fighting with the other inmates that are in there and the cop's like, I told her she could
Yes,
go, but
at
she
the end.
stayed.
At the end.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay. Ewu stuff is hidden. They have other Ewu channels too. I know they have other Ewu stuff too. I'd say my first rodeo. I just want to find something good. I want to find something real good. You know what was good too? That guy that you guys gave me last week or on Monday night, was it? Or was it Friday? I think it was Friday, where you did like the tragedy stuff. That guy was awesome. I forget who he was, but he was like doing like he was doing like he did like crimes that most people didn't even know about, like from the 80s and stuff. So if you look at my history, it goes Side Eye Guy, Beardo Gets Scared, Turkey Tom, Andrew Stone Rock, Dust Paranormal, K Huckcast. Can you tell I'm loyal to my friends, people? Can you tell? Ewu. I like Midwest Safety too. I think they do, but their stuff is like hardcore. Man caught filming fifth graders in school bathroom. Oh, that one would probably get me raging. I don't know if I can watch that one. Especially after, like, I want to take it easy on the kids. Lazy Masquerade. I'm almost in the mood to do another Lazy Masquerade video. Because I do think that that guy had some really good stuff. And I'd love to get, do you know who he is, Phallic? Lazy Masquerade? Have you seen him before?
No, I usually watch like Doctor Insanity or Beyond Evil.
I like Beyond Evil too. Beyond Evil's great. Well, let me introduce you to this guy because I really liked what he was doing. The clown one with the lady who killed her clown, like who killed the lady as a clown. That was a crazy story. When the ATM camera sees too much, the Cato family murders.
I believe I know the case with the 4 disturbing Japanese true crime cases, the real life yandere. She was like celebrated in Japan,
I think I'm familiar with
from what
that
I
one
remember.
too. Like she got let off and stuff.
I'm not sure about her sentencing.
This water bottle just solved a
But
24-year cold case. I love cold case ones. They definitely get me going. Disturbing things found on the internet. Oh, that could be fun.
yes.
All right, we're going to do disturbing things I found on internet, volume 16. I think these are fun because it's variety. What's up, Destination Spooky? Welcome. Welcome. Man, you guys are so awesome. Thank you again to Andrew Stone Rock for sharing his audience with us tonight. And I hope again that my regulars will go over and show him the same love that they've been showing us, because it's a very important aspect of all this. So, and plus Andrew needs all the support he can get right now because of things going on. So, but anyway, let's take a look. I think this will be fun. Can you see this in the stream that I'm sharing with you, Fal?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't hear, you should be able to hear sound, but if you don't for some reason, tell me, okay? Okay, I think I have the screen too big. My screen's too big. You know where that's from? You got to know that one, Phallic. My spoon is too big.
No.
What? My spoon is too big. It's like bad advertisements or something. It used to be a really viral video back in the day. Andrew's got good peeps in his corner. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, I could tell. Well, I'm going to have to show you that, Phallic, because that is a cult classic. I live in a giant banana. All right, let's take a look. Also, Beardo is Beardo comes by. He's awesome. Loving everybody. Loving all the mixing it up that we do. For a while, I was dealing with a lot of scam baiters. Now I get to deal with a lot of paranormal people. And now I've never been a scam baiter, but I have been interested in the paranormal for a long time. So, I mean, look at me. I kind of fit the look, don't I? It kind of just goes with the black bandana and black outfits. Anyway, okay, so this is Disturbing Things I Found on the Internet, Volume 16. With this is just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit because like our Hot Topics was pretty intense. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun and watch some weird shit. Oh, Resident Evil. New game dropping at the end of the month. Ooh, I like it. I like it.
On the morning of March
I have seen this
22nd,
guy. I recognize the
2024,
intro.
residents of Wasco,
I figured you
California,
would have at some
woke
point.
up
He's
to
got
a scene
1.5
straight out of a
million.
nightmare. At just after 8 a.m., an Amtrak train roared through the station at G Street and 7th, striking 48-year-old Horatio Ayala Peñalosa after he wandered too
That's a hell
close
of
to
a
the
name.
tracks. Witnesses described how one moment he was there, walking his bike and chatting with someone on a nearby bench, and the next, he was gone, the violent impact leaving his body catastrophically torn apart. It was an image seared into their memories. But as horrifying as the incident was, what happened next would leave both eyewitnesses and investigators even more scarred. As emergency crews arrived to secure the scene, onlookers noticed another man, 27-year-old Rosendo Tejas, walking among the wreckage. And what he did defies belief. Tejas spotted one of the victim's severed legs on the track, picked it up, and in a grotesque act of disrespect, began parading it through the streets in broad daylight. Construction workers nearby recalled him sniffing it, swinging it in the air like a trophy, and even slamming it against a wall.
I got your leg.
And this wasn't just a fleeting moment of madness, though. Eyewitnesses say Tejas, who
Could you
already had a
imagine
warrant out
seeing
for his
that,
arrest, continued brandishing the leg in front of
Actually,
bystanders,
probably, yeah.
waving it around.
I live in Philly.
and chewing
We got
on it,
Kensington.
all while laughing and daring people to intervene. Disturbing video footage
Fair
shows
enough.
him eating the leg on the street,
What?
biting off pieces, and screeching at passers-by.
What the
All of this happened.
Have we watched this before? Why do I feel like we've talked about a guy picking up someone's leg and eating it? Can you tell this is a Disturbed channel? When I'm like, have
Well,
we
I know we've
talked-
discussed a couple of.
We watch these all the time, like the tragedy tales and all that stuff. I just love these types of videos. If I knew how to find these, I would definitely. Isn't Philly like a lot of? Yeah, we have a lot of zombies in Philly. We have a whole entire like area in Kensington called Kensington that is just nothing but zombies. This feels like I feel like we've seen this one before too. What's the next one? I'm trying to see if this looks familiar. See, the second one doesn't look as familiar to me.
No, we covered the second one, remember, in Hot Topics. That was the guy that was killed on stream through to donations.
Oh, the guy who drank himself. Okay, this is not a cult. What is this one? I don't remember. Okay, the second two I don't recognize, but the first two, I guess we kind of do. All right, let's just keep going anyway. Let's have some fun and find out what happened with this guy in the leg, because I kind of remember the story, and I think it's so funny because I still have Phallic's video of the girl with just her boobs like right in my face. Wow. I'm just like, keep looking over it. I'm like, and there's boobs, and we're back to death and destruction. Hey, Fabiola, good to see you.
Just steps away from police and railroad investigators who were
Just
still
trying to
processing the
send a
train
body
strike.
cam.
Yep.
Kern County Sheriff's deputies, along with the railroad police,
Yeah,
soon
just
heard
to be
about
clear,
what
they're
was
not
happening
Phallic's
and
boobs.
closed in.
Of the
When asked
thumbnail
whose foot
that
he
she
was
sent.
carrying, Tejas replied, "My own."
It might be
The suspect was taken
Tragedy
into custody
Tales,
on the
Rogera, which
7th
is why
of
I'm
and the partially gnawed leg and
thinking
foot
of
were
the
recovered.
story.
As would come to light, Tejas was a homeless man who, just hours before the incident, was seen acting normally at a liquor store. After interviewing witnesses and reviewing CCTV footage, it was determined that Tejas hadn't played a role in the victim's death, which was ultimately ruled accidental. Unbelievably, there just so happened to be an opportunistic cannibal nearby when the collision occurred. Tejas was arrested on multiple other charges though,
Like,
including
why?
the removal of human remains from outside a cemetery, destruction of evidence, and resisting or obstructing an officer.
Like, he was just like walking by and he goes, "Oh shit, someone left this perfectly good leg here. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and go walk off with it." Yeah, I feel like I've talked about this guy running off with a leg before, though. Definitely.
I mean, and then we talked about the guy that ate people after he killed them on a bus. Like we've gone over the gambit.
Yeah, we have a thing with cannibalism, I guess, on this channel. But yeah, I don't really still can't quite put myself like how messed up do you got to be like, "Yo, check out this fresh leg. It's mine now. Finders keepers, sucker. I'm gonna eat
Just
this guy's.
mental illness.
I'm gonna eat this guy's leg. I just been drinking. I'm good to go. I'm hungry. Perfectly good leg. Look at the thigh on this thing. Who cares if it's human? It's all meat, baby."
In handcuffs, he claimed that he was simply taking the leg to the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Once booked into jail, additional charges were added for attempting to smuggle in controlled substances. It's believed they played a role in his decision-making that morning.
That makes a little more sense.
While much of the media coverage focused on the bizarre aftermath of the crash, it's important to remember that at the center of this story was a man who lost his life. Horatio Ayala Peñalosa had lived in Kern County for many years, and his sudden death shocked those who knew him. Friends and neighbors described him as a quiet, hard-working man who largely kept to himself, but was well-liked in his community. In May 2024,
Apparently
just
he was
weeks
well
after the incident,
KFC
Tejas
wasn't enough
entered
now.
a no-contest plea.
He was going to
He was
put
sentenced
7
to
herbs
1
and
year in
spices
county
on
jail,
it.
with credit for time already served and good behavior. He's already back on the streets as we speak.
Gotta love third world countries.
Next,
What are you in here for? I picked up a leg, started eating it. Why? Bath salts, I guess. It's the only thing I could think of.
I want to talk about one of the most disturbing industries again. Data brokers.
Oh no, not the data brokers. Go Aura. Use his code. The JP live. Okay, so I think we didn't like actually watch anything with this guys though, right? We just talked about it. Correct, Val?
Yeah, we didn't want to show some of the. Yeah, we didn't want to show some of the imagery
It looks like some of this is
because he
blurred
does
out.
die.
Well,
Mhm.
hopefully he doesn't show anything too bad. Too bad.
Raphael Graven, better known online as Jean Parmenov, or JP, wasn't always one of France's most talked about streamers. In his early years, he'd served in the military, an institution where he struggled to fit in, and where he reportedly endured relentless bullying.
It's a hell of a
But what
jawline.
Raphael lacked in social skills, he made up for with a big heart. Following his time in the army, he turned his attention to online platforms, playing games and chatting candidly with fans, and he was incredibly successful with it. By the early 2020s, Jean Parmenov had become a fixture of Twitch, where he amassed an impressive following of 670,000 viewers.
Damn!
Eventually,
Good for
he
him.
migrated to Kick, a platform known for its looser moderation rules. There, his combination of humor and unpredictable challenge segments
We never
helped him
watched
build
the
a huge
footage,
audience.
Raji. We just read the
By
article.
2023, he was the most watched French creator on the site, and regularly ranked among the site's global leaders. At first, the content seemed like typical internet showmanship.
He's like the French what's the one guy that always got like he was on a plane and then someone swatted him. Why can't I not remember this guy's name? It's on the tip of my tongue. We saw some of them, they're stragglers on bath salts in Iowa. Bath salts. Yo, it definitely is a thing, for sure. It's a very dangerous thing. Ice Poseidon. He's like the French Ice Poseidon, it feels like.
Light-hearted dares, over-the-top stunts, and long-running streams that played into the chaotic nature of Kick. But when JP began collaborating with two figures in particular, known as Owen Naruto Senazandotti and Safin Hamadi, the tone shifted. What began as edgy humor started to look more like harassment. On stream,
Yeah, because he's
Jean would be
older, they're
taunted,
younger.
slapped, doused with the liquids, shot with paintball guns at close range, subjected to shocks, and even throttled, with Naruto and Safine trying to set suffocation records. At one point, Naruto even had to stop Safine from choking JP, exclaiming, "Wait, he's gonna die." I'm not gonna show any of that footage here on YouTube.
That's insane, dude.
but
What
trust
goes through these idiots' minds, dude? And you know they only picked on him because he was their older guy. But he was completely maybe they were jealous of him because he was number one, you know? So they felt like they needed to put him down to make themselves feel better. But look, you could look at his face is staring at the chat while he's doing this. Like, are they reacting? Are they reacting? What were you gonna say, Val?
His family also, his family also really discouraged him from continuing these streams. His mother, in particular, like watched these streams because she was concerned for him.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. If I saw my brother doing this, I'd be like, get away from them dudes now. Like, what are you doing? You're perfectly successful. You don't need them guys. They need you more than you need them. But this is like that kick culture too. Also, by the way, Falc's a little more energetic typically, but she's not feeling well. So just for anybody who's here for the first time, she's feeling out of it today. Oh my God, I just remembered something. Have you seen the whole situation with the cops who killed a bunny, threw it to the car and recorded it? It's a crazy story. I haven't seen that one yet. This is true horror. This is like real horror here. Just the way that they treat each other.
It is very hard to sit through. Both
Especially
Naruto and
if they're
Safine
live
were well
streaming
aware
it.
that Jean suffered from heart problems, and yet they continued to subject him to more and more extreme treatment. The attacks weren't just physical, they were also psychological, with Jean's intelligence, speech difficulties, and desire to marry and start a family being the subject of endless ridicule. They once made and sold merch featuring the face of Jean's sick father without telling him, and invited teenage subscribers into the studio to laugh at his discomfort. They even laughed when Jean found out live on stream that his dog had died. His torment and exhaustion became part of the spectacle, and the crueler it got, the bigger the audience grew. Viewers tuned in daily, not just to watch Jean play games, but to watch him be broken down on camera, explode in a sudden burst of frustration,
It is bullying.
and then be put back in his place.
And it's insane because like this guy didn't even need them. He was successful all on his own. He didn't even need them. It just goes like this is why we try to sniff out bullying as soon as we possibly can. Because nobody deserves to be put through like this type of shit.
Thousands laughed, cheered, and donated as the humiliation escalated over the course of months. What was framed as entertainment began to
probably
feel
thought
like a
they were his
slow-motion
friends,
train
too.
wreck. And through it all, Jean carried on streaming. According to reports, Naruto and Safine took over the channel, and the majority of the profits, leaving Jean financially dependent on them, while reminding him that without them, he'd wind up being homeless or worse. Whenever he tried to leave or refused to participate, they'd lock him out, steal his car, and harass his family. Though many assumed Jean was simply acting up for the camera, playing the part of the punching bag for views, others were concerned how real the torment appeared. In their minds, Jean was being manipulated. By his own admission, JP struggled to fit in. He was extremely lonely. He wanted friends, family, connection. In the minds of many, Naruto and Safine took advantage of that. So
These guys
when
are
the Journal
total
Media
pieces
Bar
of trash.
wrote an article.
It's crazy to realize just how horrible like there's people in every country you go to. Like this was in France, and they're doing the same stuff that like people here are doing, like Jack Doherty and Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross especially is, and they breed this type of stuff on Kick. Like Kick was supposed to just be like a place where you can go and didn't have to worry about getting banned so easily, and then everybody just went and took it way too far. Immediately took it too far.
About the situation and got the police involved, Jean protected them, telling detectives that all the violence was staged to create buzz.
Didn't look
Yet
staged.
despite his words, evidence suggests that he was more of a hostage than a willing participant. As things escalated,
I think they were jealous of him
Jean,
too.
well, Raphael, sent his mother a text in which he wrote, "Hi Mum, how are you? Stuck for a bit in Naruto's death game. It's going too far. I feel like I'm kidnapped with their shitty concept. I'm fed up. I want to get out of here. The other guy won't let me. He's keeping me locked in."
Yeah, it's kidnapping.
By August 2025, the
Blatantly.
cycle had reached its peak. Jean & Co. launched an ultra-marathon broadcast that stretched on for nearly 12 days. Viewers watched as he was beaten, forced to ingest toxic products, and constantly deprived of sleep. As days passed,
12
he
days
slurred
is
words.
insane.
Yeah, 12 days, and then they're giving him like basically poison. And Kika's just like, go for it.
Yeah.
This is why, you know, like these platforms.
And he
See,
has a heart issue.
yeah, the only thing I think that needs to be like loosened up is like when I say something. Like, don't ban me for that. But if I'm physically hurting someone and it's not like blatantly play wrestling, that's where the responsibility falls on Kick, you know, and the platform to do something.
Struggled to keep moving, and was literally withering in front of everyone's eyes. And yet, the cameras kept rolling. His diminishing health was obvious to everyone, including those inside the room with him, with Naruto at one point stating, "Say on camera right now that if you die tomorrow in the middle of a live stream, it's because of your state of health and not because of us." Jean initially refused, but Naruto kept pushing. "We're in the middle of a live show. You get angry, start screaming, and go into cardiac arrest. People are going to take it out on us when it's due to your 46 years of miserable life." This was clearly an attempt to absolve themselves of any responsibility when, not if, the worst happened. Or
Oh
not.
yeah, of course that guy was just gonna drop dead. When they're clear, you just clearly saw that person attack him while he was sitting there minding his own business. It's stuff you see on the black web, and yet Kick allowed it. Yeah, it's exactly right. It's exactly right. Yeah, these platforms seriously need to get it in gear. And Kick especially, this has been like something that's been going, like that's why I stopped streaming on Kick. Like I used to like multi-stream to Kick too on top of Twitch and YouTube, but honestly I just, you know, for the most part, like the majority of the streamers over there are fine. They're just normal streamers. But the audience over there is over there for one reason, and that's to watch. Like I would never get big on Kick because I'm not over here doing dumb stuff to myself or harassing people in public. It's like an IRL streamer's paradise over there.
August 18th, with the on-screen counters showing almost 300 hours of
Also,
continuous
yeah.
broadcast.
Go ahead.
That's what I wanted to mention is almost 300 hours of consecutive streaming. And then look at their sub goal. That's why they're not going to stop until they hit the 40K.
Yeah, that's insane.
So,
and he probably got none of that money, even though he was the main reason.
He was the reason that they were streaming for so long, and the reason that they got the donations is because they were hurting him.
Sick, man. Absolutely sick.
So.
And over 36,000 euros worth of donations, Jean began exhibiting breathing difficulties, and at one point asked to be taken to the hospital. His request was ignored. Later, he collapsed live on camera, and instead of help, his so-called friends kept streaming before going to bed in the same room. Those tuned in sent donations, urging the others to check on JP. 50 minutes later, Naruto responded by throwing a water bottle at Jean's head while asking, "Is he dead?" When he didn't react, they checked his vital signs. The atmosphere became tense, and the stream cut to black.
Yeah, they knew they were in deep shit. They knew. I got heated yesterday over all this crazy. I'm sure the pup won't be thrilled. I covered Epstein files in the same vid that I speaketh on him, but I'm so over the abuse of it. It's very blah. Yeah, I don't like that there's so many names like redacted in them lists. This hits different, makes me mad to see it go as far as it did. Yeah, these people don't, because these people don't stop until it's too far. They just don't, they don't do it. Because for them, it's all about the view. The view is God to them.
Hours later, Naruto made an announcement on Instagram. Unfortunately, JP has left us. I love you, my brother.
Oh, bullshit. I've always dreaded the day I'd have to write these words. Yeah, because you were killing him. You were excited for this, so that one of you guys could be the #1 streamer in France. Sadly, last night, JP, Raphael Craven, left us. My brother, my sidekick, my partner, 6 years by my side, or side by side, never letting go. I love you, my brother, and we will... It's amazing how all of a sudden he cares so much about this guy. We will miss you terribly. I ask you all to respect his memory and not share the video of his last breath in his sleep. For his family, for us. And for us, you piece of shit. His second family, rest in peace, my brother, Owen. Yeah, right. More like your slave, Owen, dude. These guys, I hope that this haunts them forever. I hope they're never allowed on the internet again. That would be the best punishment for these guys. Because that would be the real torture. Hey, Ing.
And we will miss you terribly.
Yeah.
He also
well,
urged viewers
too bad they
not
don't
to-
have souls to feel the compassion for him.
Yeah, we all know where they're going. Straight down. Elevator straight down south. Yeah, and the optics are so gross, like they're such caring guys.
share clips of Jean's final moments out of respect, which many interpreted as damage control. Following an autopsy, it was determined that there were no fatal injuries, no blow that killed Jean, and that his COD was likely medical and or toxicological in nature. Yet despite having defenders, many believe that Naruto and Safine should still face criminal charges,
Yeah, absolutely.
arguing that their
Manslaughter.
treatment of Jean likely exacerbated his medical conditions. Indeed, he had repeatedly stated that he was feeling increasingly stressed doing the live streams, and near the end was constantly looking for ways out, yet the others kept finding ways to reel him back in.
Yeah, what happened about the whole locking him in there? That he texted his mom. Did they forget about that? Now, when we read about this, I didn't realize, I thought like he was just a guy who did it for donations, like would drink or something. I didn't know he was being held against his will with these idiots.
Others
Watch your
attributed
step
the
to
same
hell, it's a
blame to
long
the thousands
fall.
of people who tuned in day after day to laugh at Jean and financially contributed to his mistreatment. Indeed, if you scroll through any of the Jean Parmenoff uploads on YouTube, you'll find plenty of people making jokes at his expense and encouraging Naruto and Safine. Others still argue that Kick France, who were well aware of the Jean Parmenoff streams, were grossly negligent and should have shut them down rather than advertise them, which they did on social media time and time again, plastering Jean's bruised and muddied face on merch, comparing him to Deadpool, putting profits before people, and acting like a company straight from a Black Mirror episode. Kick has since banned Naruto and Safine's accounts, but though they initially took down the Jean Parmenoff channel as well, it has since been reinstated. Unbelievably, Kick themselves deleted all of the clips showing Jean's obvious torture, only leaving behind the ones which fit with their narrative of consent,
Yeah, sure.
or to protect their own image. Aiden Ross, one of Kick's biggest streamers, and Drake, who has business ties to Stake, the crypto
Fuck
gambling
both these
company
dudes.
behind Kick, announced that they would cover Raphael Graven's funeral expenses, which to me reeks of PR damage control.
Oh yeah, look how great we are. We'll cover his funeral. Yeah, that's like chump change to these guys. That's nothing. They should cover his funeral and give his family big freaking stacks of cash so they never have to have a problem again in life. They never have another worry. But you're talking about one guy on the left who continuously abuses people the same way that that guy was abused. And then you got a guy on the right who, well, let's be honest, very sus history of underage kids, you know, or minors. Not kids, but minors. So I guess, I don't know, it depends on what your definition is.
France's digital ministry
He's on
blasted
illegal
the
chat
platform's moderation.
asking for
unless-
minors to flash him.
Yeah. He's done it to, back in the day, I had a friend on Facebook who said that she came across Drake and he asked to see her boobs and she shared a screenshot from it on Facebook. I never thought much of it because I think she was like right around 17, 18, so I never really thought much of it, but I should have known back then. Fun fact, Nerd City was one of the first people to, point that out, that he was a sus human being.
Site is now facing a potential $49.5 million fine. French regulators, Arcom, have also been dragged into this. Their role is to regulate online content, but despite Mediapart warning them almost a year earlier about the streams, they sat on their hands.
Because
Now
the money was
politicians are
rolling
weighing
in.
pushing for new internet regulations, like those recently implemented in the UK, essentially.
Okay, I don't know if Tommy Lorenz or Taylor Lorenz is really the person I'd want to listen to either, though. He's just as bad as half of these guys.
Using Raphael's death as a pretext for greater surveillance. Following Raphael's passing, prosecutors opened an investigation, not into murder,
Yeah,
but
stake
into what's
runs
known as
kick.
abuse of weakness,
And they are
a
an
charge
online
that can only
casino
apply
gambling
when someone is
platform.
manipulated or exploited, especially while in a
And they got poor Mr. Satan behind them from Dragon Ball being dragged into this.
vulnerable state. That investigation is still ongoing, though as of today, neither Naruto, Safine, or anyone else has faced criminal charges. Their lawyers continue to insist that Raphael passed naturally from health complications, and that he consented to everything that happened on stream.
I wonder how much they got paid to say that. Kick probably dropped big time money for them to say that.
That's despite
Oh,
the
she's
fact
definitely
that
in love with
France,
Hassan.
You can't legally consent to
Taylor.
being tortured, beaten, or seriously harmed. They're now playing the sympathy card, claiming to be the targets of cyberbullying. During Jean's funeral, which Naruto and Safine attended, JP's mother raised eyebrows when she spoke in their defense. Despite receiving Jean's final text message and watching her son's final stream, she said, "Naruto and Safine took good care of my son, just as I did. They have values. JP was able to do things with them that he wasn't able to do back home. They never mistreated him, except once in the gym. What happens in the live stream is in the live stream. What happens off the live stream is off the live stream. When they go home, they don't take their work home with them." In stark contrast,
I'd hardly call that work. Like, I mean, come on. I wonder if they paid her to say that. How dare this guy ruin the image of Naruto? Yeah, right? Naruto would hate that guy.
JP's sister described their behavior
Absolutely
as
not
unacceptable.
Hokage material.
No, he's not. He
To
would
some,
never make
the
it in
Jean
the Ninja
Parmenos
Clan.
stream was a tragic accident, an exhausting.
I would never want to see his sexy jutsu.
But consenting man whose body finally gave out. But I think it's obvious that this was something much darker. In my opinion, and I stress opinion, Jean was broken down by a group of men much younger than him, both physically and mentally, for financial gain.
Exactly what happened.
He was beaten as a teenager, harassed during his years in the army, and exploited on stream by people pretending to be his friends. As one YouTube comment on Charlie's coverage of this story put it, he was killed on the inside before his actual death. And worryingly, it's now looking like he'll be let down by the system,
Yep,
too.
that's exactly what happened. Horrible, horrible, horrible stuff.
Patreon supporters may remember me covering This Is Not a Cult.xyz in an exclusive segment. Well, there's since been an update.
This is right up Sweet's. This is right up Sweet's alley.
So for those of you who missed it, here's a recap.
We love cults.
We love cults because we hate them.
If you visit the ominous sounding website, This Is Not a Cult.xyz, the only thing you'll be met with is a black screen with a play icon. No text, no context, just an eerie message in the address bar and an invitation to click.
I'm intrigued.
Nope. Nope.
Yep, nope. A whole lot of nope right there.
The kids, the kids.
What's going on? I think we are watching The Ring. If this person comes crawling out of one of your monitors, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this seems like an invitation to hell. But it's not a cult, guys, all right?
Those are children, clearly children cries. Like deep sobs.
How can you tell?
Just the hiccups, the way they're crying.
Oh, you're talking about the audio?
Yeah.
Not
the
not
person
the
on
image.
screen. No.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, Zach Baggins, calm down. She's like, yo, I'll fight a demon. I'll punch a demon right in the face. The voice, not the song. Yeah, I haven't seen this one either, Raj. This is new. Okay.
The only thing hosted on this website is the dedicated video you've just seen, which has to be one of the more unsettling things I've watched in a while. It opens with silence and a static-filled screen. After almost 20 seconds, a close-up of what appears to be a mummified face fills half the screen. The nose appears flattened. The teeth jut out. The
I didn't realize that might be a corpse.
eyes are wide open, but vacant. The figure doesn't blink, doesn't breathe, doesn't move at all. But the changing camera angle and lighting indicates that this isn't a still frame. It's a genuine video recording, made by someone standing over the figure.
This is terrifying.
As for the audio, there are only 2 tracks. One a haunting gospel choir, and the other, which on first listen, sounds like a chimp grunting and screaming. But after looping it for a few times, you start to get the impression that something's off. So let's reverse the audio.
I didn't think I needed to replay that to know that something was off. Okay, I can hear the kid. I can see what Fallon's saying.
So definitely not chimp-like. If we speed it up slightly, it becomes even more clear.
Have you seen this before, Phallic?
No, but I know what babies cry when I hear one.
Damn, she got like them eagle ears. I guess. Wait, do eagles have good ears? What's an animal that has really good ears? A dog? Yeah, you got them doggy ears.
Dogs have good.
That confirms, in my mind, that the grunts are indeed the cries of a human being, laid atop a piece of music. In between the screams are rattling clangs, as if being made by someone in a cage, and the distinct sound of someone fiddling with recording equipment. There's since been a concerted effort to identify the angelic piece of music that plays in the background, with hundreds of people scouring YouTube and Spotify in search of this hauntingly beautiful track, but thus far, nobody's been able to find it. After repeated listens, I think the lyrics begin with, "He's my Lord, He's my Savior in this world, Prince of Peace."
Yeah, this is pretty sick. I will say, though, as scary and unsettling as this is, I love shit like this because it's like the closest we get to actual, like, real mystery, like, creepiness, you know?
Typing those into Google
Humans may
doesn't
not
yield
be
any
real,
solid
but
leads.
humans are.
Yeah, humans may not be real, but humans are. Yeah, this is messed up. Some even may say methed up.
But then again, I'm not confident that my interpretation is even remotely accurate. As unsettling as this whole video is, if we look into the domain itself, we can see that this is not a cult.xyz is a bare-bones Wix premium site that was registered in Toronto, Canada back in 2023, but that's currently being hosted in Kansas City, USA.
So
Browsing
weird.
through the HTML code, we can see that there are a couple of Easter eggs hidden inside. Too creepy, but obviously AI-generated images. Digging
I will say, AI makes the creepiest stuff ever. Because it's just like machine. But some of the stuff I see AI make is more horrifying than I think any human could come up with. Like with just the way they do limbs and stuff.
deeper, we can see that the site has an exposed but broken shopping page, which the creator seemingly forgot to hide. The mundane and clumsy setup of the site strongly indicates to me that it's the early breadcrumb of an ARG, or an eccentric digital art project. Still, it wouldn't be the first time that an analog horror series exploited genuine snuff audio and visuals. But in my honest opinion, as detailed as the figure is, its nose, or more specifically, the septum, appears extremely fake. Although I don't think these are prosthetics, because
Yeah, it looks like there's a real nose underneath of it or something.
the figure remains far too still, I suspect that this is a prop head, similar to those made by Close Casket Studios. Perhaps one that's been modified, with glass beads put in the eye sockets. That, or it's a homemade papier-mâché creation.
It could have been like the promo for like a movie or something that was going to come out, and then it just never ended up, you know, coming together. And then they just never fixed the website or something. Because this is not a cult, definitely sounds like a movie. I watch it to be aware, so I get it. Yeah, for sure. I have paintings I couldn't share. I have paintings I can't share either. Jack from the Titanic painted me like one of his French girls.
Because of the use of night vision, some have suggested
Yeah, well, you're lucky that I'm blocking it, Mad Daddy Moonshine, because it would be horrific. Okay? I'm doing you all a favor, giving you this beautiful face instead of that corpse-like mask.
suggested that this was a bizarre marketing campaign for a game in the Outlast series. Some have speculated Outlast 2, though that game came out in 2017, and the website was registered in November 2023.
I wasn't too far off.
So if correct, it would have had to have been for 2024's The Outlast Trials.
We know that game, don't we?
Yeah.
Me and Phallic play that game all the time.
Yeah.
I could definitely see the Outlast Trials doing some weird shit like that. Because if you guys ever played it, it's very visually disturbing. Like, even when you're just sitting down to go into, like, the trial itself, it's, like, horrible. The last time we played, the last time me and Phallic played, though, there was, like, a new character they released, and it was the most frustrating character of all time, I think. Yep, I watched Markiplier play it. I know, I kind of, we streamed it one time, but I got so worried that it was going to get me banned because of, like, there's, like, nudity in it. And even if you turn the nudity filters on, sometimes they'll still show, like, a fake boob or something, you know, and I get worried. So that's why I stopped streaming it. So now whenever I play it, it's usually, I mean, that could be something we do, like, in the Discord, though, one night, Fal. Like, we just play on Discord with, like, everything turned off.
Sure.
I think it'd be fun. And you could play up to 4 people. So if any of you guys are gamers, you guys are always welcome to play with us if we do stuff like that.
If that's the case, then this attempt at viral marketing didn't pay off, as I haven't seen many content creators covering "This is not a cult.xyz." There's also no link to the game on the website, and I doubt a professional developer would use Wix. It's more likely that the grainy night vision aesthetic was used to simply mask the more unrealistic parts of the prop itself, and to make the visuals more spooky. Interestingly, there was a musical called Not a Cult, which held performances in Toronto during November 2024, exactly 1 year after the website appeared.
We're not a cult. Duh, we're not a cult. You may call us lots of things, but not a cult. We're doing kickball change. And now Potter Beret. And now the can. We're not a cult. We're not a cult. That's the musical. We're not a cult. The hit Broadway film.
Given that the site was registered in Toronto, it would be a huge coincidence if it weren't connected to the show. Thing is, from what I've
Michael
read,
Schwarrick?
the
How you
musical's
been, man? Long
described
time
as
no
a dark
see.
and camp comedy, a far cry from the website's grim and joyless tone. There was also this Atlanta-based series of events in July 2024. Its name? This is not a cult. From what I can tell though, it was an immersive experience run by the You Did This theatre company, in which the audience could build their own cult together. Again, the show emphasized the comedy of cultdom by urging participants to drink the Kool-Aid, so although the name matches, and the timing broadly syncs up with the creation of the website,
Kind of disrespectful to make it a comedy about not drinking the Kool-Aid when like all those horrible Jamestown people got killed. And those Jonestown people, like, most of them had no choice but to drink the Kool-Aid. That's like a, something that, you know, unless you do some research behind it, you don't realize that the majority of those people did not want to drink the Kool-Aid, but they had to at gunpoint.
I'm leaning towards this being yet another.
Go ahead, pal.
We can cover that case if you want to.
I'd love to do a
There's
Jonestown
audio
stream.
And then there's audio from the day it happened. There's photos of the bodies that look like confetti on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if I could
Um,
show the body stuff, but we could definitely listen to the audio because Jim Jones is doing like a whole big sermon while these people are drinking the Kool-Aid. It's really messed up.
And isn't that what like cults are about? Is like the sermons, right? Like the brainwashing of these people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of Jonestown were injected. Yeah. Yeah. And they did the babies first and stuff. And like there was mothers trying to like get away with their kids because it started off as kind of like almost like a hippie type commune, you know, like it was just like black people and white people all kind of
That's what
hanging
I mean.
out. There
Yeah.
was no like racial divide or anything. And it actually started off like with a really great premise behind it. And then it just, Jim Jones just turned into a total friggin' monster, dude. Absolute monster.
And he was well connected too with like celebrities and people and governors and things like that.
Yep.
That's why he was able to get the rights to the land where he was trying to build his commune. But yeah, we can do a video on that if you guys want.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I mean, it'd be demented, but fun. Demented fun. That should be the new tagline for the channel. Demented fun. Variety of demented fun. I'm still over here just staring at this girl on the thumbnail.
Okay. I'm sorry, EG.
Don't apologize. I'm just over here like I could fix her. I've seen it too, so I know how crazy she is. But when you look good, you look good. What can I say? Dementors, yeah, Harry Potter cult. I mean, technically, each one of those houses were kind of cults, weren't they? Jim drew in people that were already isolated in society at the time. Cults still do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like give us your broken and beaten, and we'll turn them into slaves and warriors for our thing. Isn't there like a rumor that like Jared Leto's like a cult leader or something? From what I've heard, I could definitely see him being a cult leader.
Another coincidence. One of the few YouTubers who has covered this mystery is Podrocker, and while browsing the comment section beneath his video, I noticed this user, him, leaving ominous remarks.
Can you hear the call of
Clicking on his
God?
channel, him's bio links to thisisnotaCult.xyz. The only video on his channel is this psychedelic upload, which, when sped up, reveals a hidden message.
See, this is why I love this shit, dude. Like, what are the odds that some rando guy is on YouTube and he's made his whole personality about this website? Jared circulates in the community a lot. Does he? Oh, in our community a lot. Jared Leto. I'm a big fan of his band. And I actually do base a lot of my singing style off of his.
Following that discovery, more hidden elements of the site were unearthed. In June of this year,
Horrible
Mag2K
gods
made a
in my
post over on
body.
Reddit
And
detailing how if you add /WeFoundYou to the URL, a new page reveals itself, which seems to scroll on infinitely. The title of the page? 1H, 1M, 1S. Likely 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second, but also him.
He's him. We found him, guys. He's him.
Since covering this
It's
a few
baby
months
no
back,
money.
Yeah, exactly.
the mystery of thisisnotaCult.xyz has been resolved. In a post over on the r/internet mysteries subreddit, user YarmFace00 explained, "I genuinely don't know if this is old news, since I'm not super active on this sub, and I don't know if this fully warrants the solved flair, since there may be more to it, but I thought I'd post about this in case no one else has. Tonight was a Scream Unseen showing at AMC Theatres, which just means that you get to see an early screening of an unreleased film for like $5, the only caveat being that you don't know what the movie is when you buy your ticket. Tonight's movie, spoiler alert, was Bring Her Back, the follow-up A24 film by the directors of Talk to Me. During the opening titles, a brief clip of a creepy, wriggling fetus creature with a grainy filter blade, ending with the text, thisisnotaCult.xyz, popping up on screen.
Oh, I called it. I nailed it. I got it. I got it. Let's go. I'm good. I'm just gonna say I'm good. I said it was probably a movie promo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, it was a movie promo. Not toot my own horn, but toot toot.
I remember a lot of YouTubers talking about this website a few months ago, and I wasn't sure if any more progress had been made into figuring
Now
out
I
its
kind of want to
deal,
go see that movie.
but it looks like it was a piece of viral marketing for this movie. There are similar creepy VHS footage scenes in the film itself.
You know why I thought of it though? Remember that remember the movie Smile that came out recently, and then Smile 2? Which, by the way, both are great horror films. But for promotion of that movie, they would randomly have like one of these actors go to a baseball game or something, and then they would have someone like zoom in on this person who had like this really eerie smile on their face, and it was all just to help promote the movie. So that's why I kind of thought of it.
Was that based on the serial killer game?
No, so it's basically just a horror movie. It's actually pretty good. Both of them are pretty damn good movies. Like if you get like the Smile demon after you, you're basically cooked. But in the second one, it goes after like this girl who's kind of like Kesha, who's supposed to be like a Kesha type esque. Haven't seen Smile 2 yet. No spoilers. All right, we'll go. The only thing I'll tell you is that like the girl's like a pop star, and then the Smile thing like comes after her. But it picks up where the first one left off, which is awesome because like you get to see the conclusion of the first movie at the beginning of the second movie, which is nuts to me. But yeah, go check it out. Smile, both Smile 1 and Smile 2, both really, really good movies. Both really good movies. In fact, it's one of those movies that I watched that I was kind of feeling pretty eerie about after I watched them. I felt like kind of like gross,
As well. And without spoiling too much, decomposing corpses are pretty central to the whole story. Well, that thankfully confirms that this isn't a real corpse, and that the website was indeed a marketing campaign. Not for the Outlast trials like I guessed, but for the horror movie Bring Her Back, directed by the Raka Raka Filippo brothers, who definitely have a substantial amount of ARG experience under their belts, having played a significant creative role in Ash vlogs. Indeed, eagle-eyed
I'm
viewers
not mad
noticed
at it,
another
but please
URL.
stop playing the kid audio. It kills me.
Well, you know it's fake now, so
At least I know it's fake now.
yeah.
Yes.
So nobody was actually tortured in the making of this.
I know it still it doesn't help my heart go pitter patter, you know.
Grim Cuddy was one that hit me. Some interesting films. I haven't seen Grim Cuddy. I'll have to check that one out. I also like The Babadook. I thought that was a pretty good horror film. The Babadook was really good. That thing is like horrifying to look at. And then Lights Out I thought was a good one too. Lights Out was a really good horror movie. I'm a huge horror movie guy. Part of some of the stuff I wanted to do on the channel was start like talking about horror movies because I just love them so much. And you can see like I love horror games. In fact, Friday we're going to be playing Resident Evil Village in VR. I finally got it working, so we get to do that starting Friday. Last Friday I tried to start playing it, but I could not get the game to work in VR for the life of me. But I got it all ironed out now, so I'm excited. Lights Out was interesting. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. And it all started from a viral YouTube. Like the whole concept of the movie started from a viral YouTube like thing, which I thought was cool. But I remember when that movie came out, they had like Jake Paul do it or something. Go ahead, Val.
If you guys like ARGs and stuff like that, there's like a whole channel called Nightmind that covers ARGs like this house doesn't have people in it and things like that. And it's just very interesting. I love ARGs.
So what does ARG stand for? Analog something horror?
I think it's augmented reality game. So typically like it'll be a whole YouTube or something that's set up to sort of spin this narrative that this is something real that's happening, and then it's up to the audience to determine that it's not, and then they kind of it's like a mystery on the part of the audience to solve the ARG. I'm not sure it's have you ever heard of the Mandela catalog?
Mm-mm.
That's an ARG. This house doesn't have people in it. That's an ARG.
I would love for them to create like a game using like the Meta headset where like you could walk around your house and it will put like scary shit in it. You know?
Oh, they're working on that.
Because I think that would be
There are
cool.
some demos out. Yeah.
I know I saw that VR girl, friend of the channel, play a game where there was like spiders in her room or something, and she had to like shoot them or something. But yeah, so it is on its way there. But I think that would really be fun horror game. Like if you could do the horror game in your own home, like where like you basically got to start off by walking through your whole house to map things out, and then you load in like the game into the house. Where you get to go around and have to like find like almost like you're in your own Resident Evil game, but it's in your own home. Oh, I'd make a fortune if I could make something like that. Anyway, let's keep going. This is why we can't have nice things. It will get, yeah, true.
Hidden within the movie, which directed them to a Russian dark website, supposedly selling resurrection footage and evil blood, with a timer for users to make offers within. I'm personally pretty impressed by this marketing campaign. It's not only aesthetically disturbing, but extremely intricate, with hidden clues and iconography that are still being discovered. So
yeah,
though I
that's
don't
pretty
typically
cool.
cover ARGs on this channel, I thought I might make an exception for this one. Though I'd still like to know what that piece of choir music is.
They probably recorded it for the movie. I feel like if I was ever like a horror movie director, I would do like something like this to like drum up. Didn't what's his face? Goku Naru did that to like Sneeko when he made his like Sneeko video. he like sent Sneeko like this like video that was like, it was like Gokunaru sitting in a chair, and if he didn't like do something in time, it would like kill Gokunaru. And very intricate. I love his disturbed mind, Gokunaru's disturbed mind. But
Okunar is super talented.
he's very talented, but he works really, really hard on his shit. And I just don't know if I have the
Yes.
patience to. I could definitely put something like that together, but like I don't even know who I would go after, and I don't know. I get too impatient. Like I don't have the patience like Nerd does or like Okunar does to like sit down and work on like these super, super intricate videos and stuff. But maybe one day, if I just randomly disappear, you know, I'm working on something big time. The Jack Frozy emails. Let's go.
In 2011, two men from Pennsylvania received separate emails
I love
from
the
their
old
friend,
iMac.
Jack, referencing events that had either
Hey,
just happened
Pennsylvania.
or that only
Yeah.
he could have known about.
Close to
There was just one
Transylvania.
problem. Jack was dead.
Uh-oh.
Jack Froese was a 32-year-old man from Dunmore,
Oh, I do know
known by
this
friends and family for his sarcastic sense of humor, his warmth, and his deep passion for life.
I don't think I've seen this one
In
yet.
June 2011, Jack passed away suddenly from heart arrhythmia. His death came as a devastating shock to those close to him, and like many people who lose someone suddenly, his loved ones were left grappling with grief, unanswered questions, and the lingering desire for one more conversation. Several months after Jack's death, in November 2011, one of his closest childhood friends, a man named Tim Hard, was browsing through his inbox when he noticed an email with a concerning subject line.
I'm watching.
Oh,
Even
great.
more eerie was that the sender was Jack.
Another
a little
fan.
freaked out, Tim opened the email.
Did you hear me? I'm at your house. Clean your fucking attic.
The body of the message hit Tim like a ton of bricks. He and Jack had spent plenty of time joking around in the attic, and on one of Jack's final visits before his death, they had laughed about how messy it was up there.
Oh my god.
Jack even joked that he would clean it if Tim wouldn't. No one else could have known that detail. To Tim, the email felt far too specific to be coincidence. Desperate for answers, he replied, but received no response.
Yeah. Came back
Soon
from the
after,
afterlife to tell you
Jack's
to clean your
cousin,
room.
Jimmy McGraw, also
Disgusting.
received a message from him while he was still deeply in mourning.
That's me, actually.
Hey Jim, how you doing? I knew you were gonna break your ankle. Tried to warn you. Gotta be careful.
What, you gonna come back and tell people to clean things?
Yeah. If I had to haunt anybody, it would be like, just, it's 3 feet from where you dropped it to where you need to put it.
It's like, you're moving on your future husband's like, yeah, my wife passed away. Then like he starts dating a new person and is like, why did that? I just swear I saw that sock raise up and then go into your hamper. I was like, oh yeah, that's my ex-wife. She's, you know, she passed away. She still cleans the
Things like
room.
that.
She drives her nuts when I leave my socks around. Hope you're happy.
I'm insulted, but also, yes, please, just do it.
Jimmy had indeed broken his ankle just a week before that message arrived, long after Jack had passed away, and the strange timing of the email made it all the more difficult to dismiss.
That is weird.
Like many unexplained digital events, theories abound. Given his sense of humor,
I will say the closest thing I've had to like a situation like this was a girl I know passed away in like 10 years ago, and then we randomly started getting messages from her, but it was clearly a scammer who had gotten a hold of her account and was like trying to like sell you sunglasses or something. So it wasn't like creepy. It wasn't like
Oh
she
my
was
God.
speaking from the grave. And I messaged the account and said, you know, her parents like lost her and my friend. It was like one of my best friends in high school. And I said, I was like, you need to get off of this account. I was like, this girl died and her parents have been through enough. And you're over here using her account to message people about glasses and trying to get them to sign up for crypto. Like, it's disgusting. Like, this is next level. Like, first off, you're not going to fool anybody because everybody knows that she's dead. So, I don't know what happened with that. I think they just ended up taking the whole account down, but
It's still eerie imagining.
Yeah, when you go to look at
You
your
know?
message for the first time and you see that it's someone who died, you're like, what the fuck? You know?
Right.
But those people, those like hackers don't care, or the scammers don't care.
No souls.
Yeah, no souls, you know? But I felt horrible for her parents. I'm like, I hope he didn't, like this person didn't message her parents from her account or something, because that would really fuck them up.
The most rational explanation is that Jack had written drafts or scheduled emails that only
I'm
sent
back from the
after
dead
his
to
death.
tell you, stop being dumb.
But Jack wasn't aware that he was about to die. His passing had been sudden and unexpected, and he wouldn't have had a reason to preemptively write the messages. Their specificity, with one referring to an event that occurred after he passed, seemed to rule this theory out. Another possibility is that someone hacked or gained access to Jack's emails and sent the messages as a cruel prank. However, Jack was tech-savvy, hadn't shared his password with anyone, and there was no evidence that someone had illicitly accessed his account. And even if they had, what would be the point of it? Certainly not infamy, as they never came forward and stopped sending the messages abruptly. That, along with the personal nature of the content, with the first email referencing a conversation that Jack alone knew about, makes this explanation unsatisfying. Some of Jack's friends and family believe that the emails were a form of communication from beyond the grave. To them, the messages felt less like the work of a troll, and more like personal reassurances from Jack himself, designed to comfort those that he left behind. But skeptics suggest that grief can make people interpret coincidences as meaningful.
Yeah, I definitely
The
see
Jack
that.
Rose emails have become one of the most famous modern ghost stories on the internet. And in a world where our identities live on digitally long after we're gone, this mystery forces us to confront questions about technology and mortality. Though some websites delete the accounts of deceased users after receiving proof of death, nor after long periods of inactivity, others allow them to gather dust and become part of the great digital graveyard, perhaps leaving them vulnerable to access.
Oh, there you
Though some
go.
view the
Perfect
messages
example
as
right there.
disturbing, for Jack's cousin Jimmy, they've been more of a comfort than anything else. I like to think that Jack sent them, he said. It's like he's gone, but still trying to reach out, trying to tell me to move forward, to feel better. Even Jack's mother chose to see them as a kind of gift. I saw they made some people happy.
Another time, a friend of mine, like when I had gone into rehab and he passed away, I was in rehab and I came home and there was a message from him in my inbox. That was another one that messed me up pretty big. Because it's like, I wonder if I had answered it, if it would have changed like the outcome of his life at all, you know? Or just another scammer on the internet. Someone had hacked my great grandmother's account and DM'd me after her passing. Maybe, yeah, it makes you mad as hell. Mad as hell. But it was weird getting a message from like Bobby one more time after I knew he died, you know?
It kind of sits with you a little different,
Yeah.
you know? Whereas if you had got that while he was still alive, like, what would have happened?
I probably wouldn't even have thought twice about it. Probably would have been like, yeah, man, I can't do it today, you know? But getting it after he died was like, whoa. Like,
I'm sorry, Eugene.
I need to keep this. Every single time I went into rehab, I lost somebody. It was crazy. Either I would lose that, like the very first time I went to rehab, I lost my grandma. The second day I was there, which was like really fucked up, because I wasn't even going, because I was just trying to get off like a maintenance drug. I wasn't even going for like a heavy one. And then the second time I went in was when Bobby died. And I was like, every time I go to rehab, someone dies. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. And then the third time I went, I met, but there was also the other aspect of it that I would go, I would meet someone, and then they would die after we left, you know? So then there was one where I went, and then James, who was like my best friend, he died after we left. So it was just like, I don't know. I mean, but if it wasn't for all those guys coming into my life, and I do think that my grandmother was my guardian angel, because like I should have been dead like 14 times over with some of the dumb stuff I used to do. Like you guys could never imagine how bad I used to be. And I always would end up getting out of it, or someone would come and save me last second, and I always swore it was my grandmother. Like, you know, because luckily we hadn't had many deaths in my family, so she was like the only one. So she probably, was looking out for me, and everybody else kind of like, I was like one of the few in my family who was like a mess. So
Look
yeah,
at
we
you
are.
now. You're a successful streamer.
And I know, professional streamer. I actually still have a memoriam video that I made for her in my videos.
Oh.
And if I go down, it's me singing Boys to Men, like that song, How Do I Say Goodbye?
Oh.
And I made it for her. This was before I was even like a YouTuber. I just did it because I liked making videos. But every once in a while, when I go down and look through like my old stuff to go find something, I always come across it and just kind of, makes me think one thing or another. But I'm sure she would definitely be pretty stoked that I mean, she didn't even know what YouTube was, so she would have no clue like what any of this was or what it meant. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Why are you talking? Does anybody else's phone do that? Like where it just randomly
No,
like
I
will
turn all
answer
that
you
stuff off.
when you're talking?
I turn all that stuff off. Nope.
Very weird. EG don't think like that. I mean, I think she looked, I think that she looked after me for sure. Because there's got to be some reason why I'm here, right? Because Lord knows I did not try to stay alive.
I believe like I experienced a lot of death in my family very young. I lost my Gangan. I lost my great grandfather. All of them I was very close with. I lost people to the war because I have a big military family. And like what helped me deal with it when I was a kid was like picturing just their spirits around me. It's one
Yeah.
of the reasons why I don't like seeing religion abused so much. Um and I went to a very Catholic elementary school and before we moved. And one of the things that the teachers there did for me was like we had to carry around these heavy backpacks with all our books in it, and they would pick up the handle on the top of your backpack while you were walking, and they would lift it up so it wasn't as heavy. And when you would turn and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" and they're like, "Oh, that's just your guardian angel taking the weight off your shoulders."
Yeah.
It's a very comforting thought to imagine that they're still here with you, at least in the form of energy or however you choose to believe.
Oh, look, Andrew just went live. We'll raid him as soon as we're done here. This is the last little bit. I think we're in the last 2 minutes of this video, and then we can send you guys all over to Andrew.
He said, "They upset some people too, but at least people were still talking about him." That quote has led some to come up with a new theory, that the person behind the emails was actually Jack's own mum. Given his sudden passing, his accounts likely would have still been open on his laptop. While cleaning house, she may well have come across the open email tab and thought that by sending the messages, she might be able to cheer up his friends and keep his memory alive, and didn't anticipate the amount of tension the story would attract, nor the amount of pushback. Until proven one way or the other, the Jack Frost emails remain an eerie piece of internet folklore. I first learned about them over on the Chill Fuel YouTube channel.
I love stories
He covers
like
a
this,
wide range of internet mysteries with a really cool pixel art style.
There you go, the
Be sure to
Mandela
check him out
effect
through the link down below.
on Chill Fuel. I want to dive
Yes, if you
in.
guys like
I definitely want to
ARGs,
dive
like
into some weird shit, for sure. Go ahead, pal. What were you saying?
I mean, if you guys want to dive into ARGs, they've been a big passion of mine for a long time. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie Skinamarink. That started as an ARG project that went mainstream.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I would definitely be interested in taking a look at it and getting and like learning a little bit about it. All right, I'm gonna add. Hopefully, Andrew has raids on so that I can actually send you guys over there to him. Since most of you guys are from his community anyway, perfect opportunity to repay the favor.
Daniel's Crew says, I see signs of my mom and my grandma who came to visit my grandkids. When in the hospital, there were huge pics of hummingbirds, and I was literally recording hummingbirds all day.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Do you want to listen to my last song I put on Discord? Sure,
Of
Vajir.
course.
We can listen to that, and then I'll send everybody over to Andrew. Everybody who's my regulars, please make sure you guys go over and show him some love, because his community's been awesome tonight. Big thank you to Heart Mode Horror for being here tonight. I know we got some more in here too. I just gotta go up and remember what their names are. Sage from Court
If you're
Sweet,
still here.
of Court Sweet Goth. We had like 16 viewers most of the night, which is above average for us. So that made me very happy to see that. Good to see Michael Schwarwick again. I know we got more people. I know. I'm just trying to say hi to the people that were here. Heart Mode Horror though definitely showed up big time tonight. You're very active in the chat. Really good to see you. Destination Spooky. Amber Dust. And of course, obviously, all my regulars. You guys are just the absolute bestest. Maya, Daniels, Rigijira. No Blue Jay tonight. Fabiola Case, Ing. Intellection Shift, Maya Draco Lazovsky. Timey Wimey 22. Mad Daddy Moonshine, DSB. He also goes by. Some of y'all may know. But always good to see. No Sarah tonight.
No, Sarah.
No Sarah.
She wasn't even here early.
Yeah. Some people got lives. It's okay.
Yeah. And also, guys, I'm going to try and tone down the yapping.
No, your yapping is
and
fine. She's I could tell you're overly, because I said to her, I was like, we have to just try not to talk over each other. Because I was editing a video today, and now you're overly not talking. But I always, every time I finish a sentence, I will leave a space for you to hop in. I promise. Okay? It's not an insult. It is just like more for editing than anything.
Right. And I don't want to interrupt that. So I'm just saying,
You don't take it so damn hard, okay? We got to get on the same page. That's all it is. I'm not like disappointed with you. You're been doing a incredible job with this, especially never have been streaming before. You're awesome at it. So but I will say, pick up the goddamn energy, girl. You sound like I have you at gunpoint, like tied up. Like, you will stream with me tonight, or else you get the fire hose again.
well, I am still sick, so
All right.
like that is a part of the low energy, but yes, I was also trying to be respectful.
Well, you find just, I mean, we're still learning our cadences. So, and then there's also the delay. But I was worried too when I said that to you. I was like, she's gonna take this so hard. No, it's not. It's not a big deal. Honestly, it's not. It's just about learning to balance. Because if I go to make like a short out of something, like if you start talking over me while like I'm putting down like a thought that could go into a short, it just kind of makes it meshy. And it's just because you're excited to contribute to the conversation, and I love that. So don't take it too personally. It's just this is like every stream, right? You just gotta I will make sure at the end of my thought that I will always leave a spot for you to chime in, okay? Always.
But sometimes you're just wrong, and I have to say it.
That's a lie. I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong. Yeah, I think the back and forth, it's nice to get a girl's perspective. It's not just me up here the whole time, you know? And I think that it helps. And it makes my life a lot easier, too. Because Phallic will say something that'll trigger me to think of something else instead of having to just sit here and go, and then, I'm like, you know. So it works out, and it's a big help having her. And she's a natural at it. And she's very good at finding stuff to talk about, and you know, it's always good. Sometimes I'm going to just do my own thing because that's what I do. But, you know.
And it's your channel.
Yeah, I mean,
overall.
it's, you know, it's always just fun to see where the stream takes us. Like, I think E-Shift said, what are we talking about tonight? And I was like, I have no clue. no idea what we're talking about tonight. So, anyway, I'm gonna send you guys over to Andrew. Rogero, did you put that song in Discord? Where is that at? Is it in community highlights? Yeah, there it is. All right, I'm gonna play Rogero's song, and then I'll send you guys over to Andrew Stone Rock. So make sure you guys go over, say hello to him, thank him for sending people over to us. That's what we do, right? This all works together.
Do it, Daniel's crew. Come on.
What is she gonna do? Oh, yeah, you should come on as a guest. That would be fun. I'd be totally down for that. Why is this not playing? Oh, it's because I don't have the reaction on. Hang on. I just gotta put the reaction channel on so that we can pull it on little single song. Yes, ma'am. Next week.
I didn't come here to be spoken for.
Although, Rogero, you gotta change your OAI to Lately's, or we're not playing your songs anymore.
Thoughts within before they reach the surface. Meaning would scatter before it could stay.
Sounds like Ed Sheeran.
I wasn't missing a voice. I was missing a place where a thought could stand still without being forced into shape. I learned to draw lines that weren't fences, not to divide, just to hold. So one thing didn't have to become everything. So nothing honest got sold.
Yep. Rogero's mastered the AI app.
Mirror, it doesn't answer for me. It waits long enough for me to hear what I mean. I say I love you and it stays, not borrowed, not thrown away. I say it slow, I say it true.
This is your daughter's voice?
Finally mean it too. You don't decide who I am, you don't finish the thought. You keep the frame steady so intent doesn't ride. I bring the weather.
I haven't played with all those new Suno features, so like where I can put my voice in it.
Help it arrive intact. I spent a lifetime mistaking motion for progress and silence for being alone. Turns out staying is harder when you've never been sure.
Andrew, if you have if you can text it to me,
It's
like a
true.
video or something, we can transform it for you.
Nothing here takes my place. Nothing here speaks instead. This is how I learn to stay present inside my own.
No, you can like program the songs. Like you can program the instruments. You'd probably have a blast with it, Daniel's crew. All right, everybody, that's Rogera's new song, When I Say I Love You. Don't forget, I'm going to send you guys over to Andrew Stone Rock. Go show him some love. Thank you guys to all the new folks that were over here tonight. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those are our streaming nights. Do you hear me, Daniel's crew? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She'll always message me on Tuesday or Thursday. Like, you streaming tonight? It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. So that I can try to get some other videos out and stuff too. So with that said, for Phallic, any last words, Phallic?
None for me. Goodbye. Oh, I did learn how to lucid dream.
There
I
you
can
go.
teach y'all.
All right. One night of lucid dreaming coming up. With that said, I love you guys all very much. I will see you guys on Friday night where we can finally play the game that I spent 2 hours trying to figure out how to load last time. So I'm really excited for that. Stick around. I'm sending you guys over to Andrew Stone Rock. Let's go.
Bye-bye.